live from Georgetown, Delaware, where tonight we bring you a border battle between the Hennepin Conference and Maryland's Bayside Conference as Queen Anne's County Lions enter the castle to take on the Sussex Central Golden Knights. And good evening again, folks. I'm Benny Mitchell, and tonight it's week 2 of Delaware High School football. Week 2 gives us the pleasure of seeing a non-conference matchup, and tonight's two teams, perennial powers in their respective conferences, Queen Anne's County of the Maryland Eastern Shores Bayside Conference and Sussex Central Golden Knights of the Hennepin Conference. And let me bring on my broadcast partner for tonight's game, Dave Frederick, a former Cape and Open assistant coach, now serving as his district as a principal. Dave, welcome to the broadcast.
Glad to be here, Benny. Thanks.
Dave, I like these interstate games, and tonight's game kind of has a sense of pride for your conference, pride for your state when these two teams meet up. A little bit of what you think about these interstate games, these games here.
I think it's a great early season matchup for these guys, and to be able to get each other on their schedules, have common open dates, and they have limited games that they can get non-conference games. And for Sussex Central, this is a Division I opponent, so as an at-large team down the stretch, this game could end up meaning something if they're looking for an at-large bid.
Especially with last week's loss to Hudson. Dave, let's get right into it. Queen Anne's, they bring a lot of size, quickness, and athleticism in tonight's contest. Coach Donnie Grafe, he's been the head coach for 23 years, and each year they're in the conversation for the Bayside title. They're in the Bayside North. They run a pair of 300-pound linemen on their offense. They run multiple offensive formations, but they like to line up in that power I and pound the ball. Defensively, their strength is in the box. They put their big, strong athletes in there and challenge you to come inside.
Yeah, what jumps out at me is their size. You look at their running backs, Donovan Cruz, 5'10", 205, right. Hassan Biggis, 6 foot 200. Ryan Muller, 6 foot 2, 185. They're all seniors, and all of these guys are getting touches and averaging as a group over 9 yards a carry.
And their quarterback's not a little guy either, 6 foot 210, sophomore quarterback. And then over the years, we follow the Hennepin Conference. We follow it just by watching. You go into Cape games, and I get around to a lot of the schools. And head coach John Wells, he's been there almost seems like forever, since the late 80s, early 90s. And their equalizer tonight is they run the wing tee. They run the wing tee well.
They do run the wing tee. They don't make any bones about what they're trying to do. They're going to come out. They're going to try to take 8, 10, 12 play drives on you, eat up 8 or 9 minutes of clock, and try to put it in the end zone, and then they're going to try to keep you from doing that. They want to control the tempo of the game and turn it into, tilt the field in their favor.
To coach here, you have to have thick skin, and John Wells does. But one thing he has done is over the last maybe 5 years, he's shown a little pistol look. He'll run some wing tee plays out of pistol, and it also gives him that run-pass option look, something that is becoming big in the college game.
Yeah, and I think everybody's got to take a little bit of a look at that now, especially if you're in a game, you got to play from behind. If you're limited to play action passing, it's not a good place to be when you're trying to play from behind.
So let's get right to it. The Dream Sporting, or the Stream Sky Network, players to watch for tonight's game. And the players to watch for Queen Anne's Lions, number 5, Hassan Biggis. Let's talk a bit about his stats there, Dave.
31 carries for 185 yards over 2 games. He's got the most touches for these guys. He seems to be the centerpiece of their offense right now. So I'd look for them to start off with him and see if they can get him going.
And number 23, Ryan Muller, another senior.
Yep, he's a two-way player for these guys. He's got 250 yards on 17 carries, so he seems to be their big play guy. So they get you sucked in looking at one guy, and it looks like they try to free the other guy up for the home run plays.
And for Sussex Central, didn't know it coming in. We got a surprise at the gate. Our player to watch, Isaac Barnes, the quarterback. He is in street clothes tonight. He is not playing.
Yep, so that looks like the player to watch is Michael Glandon.
That's right. The quarter is stepping in at quarterback. Just don't have a picture of you, Michael. We'll get you later in the year. But when you talk wing T offense, you talk about the setback or the running back, and that's Zion Reed. And we're going to see Zion Reed probably run some buck sweep and some counter tonight.
I would think that with the starting quarterback out, they're going to ask him to do a lot more tonight. He also is a two-way player playing linebacker for these guys. So he's going to be key tonight for the Golden Knights.
Folks, you're watching the Sodal Concepts pregame show here on 302 Sports with Benny Mitchell and Dave Frederick. We'll be right back after this commercial timeout.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer of Sodal Concepts. We have 8 locations, a catering company and a food truck right here on the Culinary Coast in southern Delaware, and we'd love to see you at one of our locations. Fish On in Lewis in the Villages of 5 Points. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue in downtown Rehoboth, serving homemade pasta. Papa Grande's in downtown Rehoboth. Our treetop deck has the best happy hour around. And Matt's Fish Camp, located on Route 1 in North Bethany Beach, your classic seafood shack. At Sodal, we believe in beautiful, simple food and making the world a better place. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer of Sodal Concepts.
Welcome to the Purple Parrot Pigskin Picks, week number 2. Last week I was 11-0. Trey, 10-1. So let's get into week number 2 right off the bat. Out-of-state opponents. Got a few of them this week. We're going to start down in Delmar. St. Mary's is coming to Delmar, coming off a big win over D1 Division I Cape and Lopen, the Wildcats. This is the team that gave them their lone loss last season. St. Mary's, they come to Delmar this time. I like Delmar to keep this season rolling. The Wildcats 35, the Saints 14.
Yeah, Delmar was very impressive last week, and I think they avenged that loss from last season, especially playing at Delmar with that big, loud crowd.
Another game in Maryland, it's going to be Franklin High School and the Smyrna Eagles. We saw this game last year. Franklin is just simply, they have a ton of athletes. They beat Smyrna last year. This is a 7 o'clock kickoff in Reisterstown. Eagles are rebuilding, Trey. Trust me, they're going to get there. They're going to get there quicker than most people think. This is a week. This is a week where they have a tough Maryland 3A school on the road. Franklin played the math last week. Just may have too many athletes for Smyrna. It's been 3 years since I picked the Eagles not to score 30 points. I'm going Franklin 35, Smyrna 21.
Yeah, like you said, Smyrna's on a rebound, but Franklin's tough. Smyrna, I think Smyrna's just with that rebuilding year. Like you said, they're going to get there quicker, but with that rebuilding year, I don't think they have enough at this time to get Franklin. But I think these tough first couple weeks for Smyrna is only going to make them better at the end of the season.
And they'll be traveling over to your old college stomping grounds, Reisterstown, very close to Westminster. Let's go to the third out-of-state game on Friday night. Cape and Lopen Vikings traveling to Suitland in Maryland, 7 o'clock kickoff. Another tough assignment for the Vikings last week. They get the Division II state champions. This week, Suitland Rams on the road. Suitland is 2-0 with 2 shutouts. J.D. Mall's Vikings, they're still in the process of learning the system, the new system. I'm taking Suitland 28, Cape and Lopen 7.
Yeah, with Cape still in the process of getting their offense and their defense together. Cape didn't really get going to the fourth quarter last week, and with Suitland pitching 2 shutouts, I don't really see the Vikings getting it done.
Got a little upstate, downstate action on Friday night, 7:30 from Baynard Stadium. It's Sussex Tech Ravens and Slasianum. The Ravens offense, boy, it was clicking last Friday night against Milford, and they just ruined the Milford Hall of Fame celebration night. This week, they head into the city and take on Slasianum in Baynard Stadium. Maybe not officially, but Baynard is the Sal's house. I'm going Slasianum 24, Sussex Tech 14.
Yeah, I don't know much about Slasianum this year, but traditionally they've been tough. I know Tech is on the up and coming. They're playing very well football, but I agree with your pick for Slasianum.
Let's go some Henlopen Conference North versus Henlopen Conference South. Week 2 matchups. The Indian River Indians 1-0 going up against the Polytech Panthers on 1. This game's going to be 7:30 Friday night at Kesheling Field, the Kent County Recreation Center. Indian River got off on the right foot last season and Saturday with a close win over Glasgow 2 years in a row. Polytech, not so much on Monday night, and a loss to Ad Pont. This is a big opportunity for the Indians to pick up a win over a Division I opponent. But I see the Panthers turning it around this weekend in a close one. The Panthers 21, Indians 16.
Yeah, I've been a pretty big fan of Polytech since last year. They really impressed me last year. I think it's going to be a great close game, but I like your pick of Polytech.
And maybe the biggest game in the state. We don't have it. Sorry, folks, but Dover was without an AD in the summer when we were trying to schedule games, so we really couldn't get this scheduled. Woodbridge, the Blue Raiders, and the Dover Senators. 7 o'clock kickoff in Dover. This is a big game for both teams. Probably more important to the Senators not wanting to fall in the hole early, losing to a Division II team. But this has the feel of a heavyweight title fight. Dover's Javon Peace versus the Blue Raiders' Jamon Kane, the Ocho at running back. Senior quarterbacks, Jordan McGee of Dover, signed to play at Delaware next year, versus Woodbridge Southpaw Troy Haynes, a 4-year starter. And the list goes on with the matchups in this game. Can I pick a tie?
No.
No ties, all right. I'm going with some are going to say a slight upset. Woodbridge 28, Dover 27.
Yeah, we've seen this game before. We videoed this game in previous years. It's always fun to watch. A lot of high-powered offense. I think if any year this year, it's going to be very, very close. Like you said, they both have just really good players, really good offensive players. But I've always liked Woodbridge in these big games. And not to overlook another team that we're going to skip through here, but we also have the Seaford Blue Jays and Military Academy I'd like to talk about before we get on to our Saturday games.
All right. Seaford Blue Jays, that's going to be at Kesseling Field too, 4 o'clock. Congratulations, First State Military Academy, picking up their first ever varsity victory last Friday night over Red Lion. And this is week 2 and a chance for another one. But I like the Blue Jays coming off a loss to a tough South Jersey school in Middle Township. The Jays lost some feathers in last week's game in that pounding. But I think I give them the edge on the turf, a neutral site. Seaford 12, First State Military 7.
Yeah, I don't know too much about First State Military Academy, but I know that wins been hard for the Blue Jays to find the last couple of years, so I think it's on the board for them. I think they take it.
And the last one on our list is kickoff, 7 o'clock from Lake Forest. It's the Tatnall Hornets and Lake Forest Spartans. Lake Forest came out last week and answered one of the questions from last season: can they play better defense? And they did, in a 14-12 loss to Wilmington Friends. This week, it will be concentrate on the conversion game because they missed both conversions last week. I like the Spartans at home, 22, Tatnall 14.
Yeah, I like Lake Forest here. They're definitely improving every year. I think they get the job done.
On Saturday, the Caesar Rodney Riders head up to St. George's. Kickoff is at noon. On the road for their second straight Blue Hen Flight Day opponent, the Riders, they like to make things exciting the past couple seasons. They seem to go down early each week, and they find a way to win. I'm taking Caesar Rodney 18, St. George's 8.
Go Riders. I like Caesar Rodney here.
7 o'clock kickoff Saturday in Baynard. Milford Buccaneers and the DMA Seahawks. The Bucs look like they have a long road to go early in the season this year, removed 1 year from playing in a state title game. A loss last week to Sussex Tech, and it doesn't get any easier this week heading into Baynard to take on DMA. I'm taking DMA 28, Milford 7.
Yeah, DMA has been consistently tough, and Milford might be having a little bit of a rebuilding year themselves coming off that state title game. I like DMA here.
And next game we play in Milford, as a lot of rain last week in Laurel, and field's just not ready to be played on. It's the St. Elizabeth Vikings and the Laurel Bulldogs. Kick off at noon in Milford on Saturday. The Bulldogs hung half 100 last week on Brandywine. I don't expect to see that much firepower this week, but enough to take the Bulldogs to 2-0. St. Elizabeth's now under the direction of former William Penn coach Marvin Dooley. Tough to pick against him, but Laurel coach Eston Ennis, he's got the horses early, and he's ready to go. I'm taking Laurel 28, St. Elizabeth's 14.
Yeah, as much as I like a Marvin Dooley team, I think Laurel might just have a little too much offense for him this year. I like the Bulldogs.
And our Friday night Henley Conference game of the week, pits the Queen Anne's County Lions and the Sussex Central Golden Knights. This will be the fourth game between these two. 7 o'clock kickoff from the Castle in Georgetown. The last of our 4 interstate games that we have. But this is a border battle featuring the Maryland's Eastern Shore Bayside Conference versus the Henlopen Conference. I went to see the Lions on Tuesday. They're big, they're quick, they're athletic. They feature a couple of 300-pound linemen with some big running backs. This could be an issue for Sussex Central, especially coming off last week's game with Hodgson that we saw. And if it's wet, it could be a problem for Sussex Central because the Knights equalizer, the wing T offense. They run it well. They're a smaller team, but when you run that buck sweep to the side, you got to make that cut. Wet grounds could be a problem tomorrow night. Right now, we've only had rain one day this week. And another close one, I'm taking the Golden Knights 21, the Lions 14.
Yeah, I think Sussex Central had a tough week last week. I'd like to think they're going to rebound this week. They play well in these tough, close games. I think they get it done.
Folks, those are your Purple Parrot Pigskin Picks. The Purple Parrot Grill, 134 Rehoboth Avenue. If the grill's full, head on over to one block to your north to the Iguana Grill, 52 Baltimore Avenue. Purple Parrot Grill, Iguana Grill in Rehoboth Beach, bringing you the Purple Parrot Pigskin Pick. See you at kickoff.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts.
And I'm Danae from Matt's Fish Camp.
Come check us out.
Matt's Fish Camp is the small local fish joint with 2 locations on Coastal Highway in North Bethany Beach and Lewis, where we serve up traditional coastal fare and a casual atmosphere with house specialties like colossal crab cakes, lobster rolls, and fried Ipswich clams, along with crowd pleasers like fish and chips, fried shrimp, and a daily selection of fresh caught fish. Matt's Fish Camp, serving up lunch and dinner 7 days a week, all year.
Locations in Bethany Beach and Lewis, Delaware. See you soon.
And welcome back to the Castle here in Georgetown, Delaware, folks. You're watching Soto Concepts pregame show on 302 Sports, and we're getting closer to the kickoff for tonight's Henlopen Fight Night Game of the Week. It's time for tonight's Keys to Victory. And, Dave, what do the Lions have to do to be successful tonight?
Well, they need to use their size and run right at them, pound the ball. They want to move the chains, keep their drives going. And then defensively, they want to keep Sussex Central. They want to get out on third down. They don't want to. They want to get them off the field, keep them from taking long drives.
Yeah, don't extend any drives. Don't let Central extend those drives. And for the Sussex Central Golden Knights, what do they need to do tonight?
They need to experience some success early and get in the end zone, get a big play on special teams or an interception return, a fumble, and they need to limit, hurting themselves on long drives. Don't hurt yourself with a penalty or a fumbled snap or something like that. Take long drives, eat up clock, and try to control the tempo of the game.
Dave, you noticed something different here. Bermuda grass here at Sussex Central. Brand new field.
That's a pretty field right there. The paint job is nice. Hash marks are nice. That's a pretty green, great night to play football.
And, last year I was talking to anybody. First of all, we got to give Sean Tidwell a pat on the back / shout out for not tapping out early and getting his game played tonight. And but a lot of pressure on him from his building principal, Brad Layfield, because the Hens are at home tomorrow, and we got Delaware people got to be at the Hens game.
Hey, they look like geniuses right now. Great call.
Let's talk about some of our sponsors, some of the people that make this show possible. Soto Concepts. 10 restaurants on the culinary coast, as CEO Scott Kammerer calls it. Soto Concepts is they are our sponsor of all our live streams downstate. Dream Scouting Network, that's Shannon Riley, former Glasgow and Villanova star. And when we talk about Sussex Central, Shannon Riley was in that defensive backfield with Deion Jackson back in the day. The Purple Parrot, they brought you the pigskin picks that you just watched. Purple Parrot on Rehoboth Avenue. Second block, Rehoboth Avenue. If the Parrot's full, head on over to the Iguana Grill, their sister restaurant. Barclays Heating and Air, they'll be bringing you tonight our out-of-town scoreboard. Barclays Heating and Air in Smyrna. Lasher's Barbecue, they are sponsoring the Red Zone tonight. It's Lasher's Barbecue out on Long Neck Road. I can tell you I've had a lot of their pit beef. It's some good stuff. S.E. Doyle General Contractor, one-stop shop for all your construction needs, SC Doyle, they're located in Camden, Delaware, but they will work all over the state. Matter of fact, have them doing a kitchen right now in Lewis. So SE Doyle General Contractor, they will sponsor the first down tonight. Juwan Johnson State Farm in Dagsboro. Juwan Johnson State Farm, he's a Sussex Central graduate. He is our trivia question sponsor. Juwan Johnson, go see him for your insurance needs. Active Pest Solutions, they will sponsor our Pest of the Game at the end of tonight's game. Louis Pizza back again this year, sponsor of our Player of the Game, the Louis Pizza Player of the Game, 11 Rehoboth Avenue. And Green Blade Turf and Irrigation, Green Blade Turf and Irrigation in Kent County. And I believe we're getting ready for the national anthem, folks. While we wait for the flag, I'm going to go ahead and give the Green Blade Irrigation Turf Report. Tonight, it's 75 degrees and cloudy, 20% chance of rain and thunderstorms tonight, 91% humidity. Are you a science guy? I think that's what causes a little bit of them thunderstorms, doesn't it?
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah. It's pretty humid out here, but it's a nice night for football.
East-northeast at 11 miles per hour, and I think we're probably going to see that pick up due to hurricane flow. And, folks, we're waiting the presentation of the colors, and we will get you the national anthem, and then we should be ready to play some football. And that was the Sussex Central High School marching band with the national anthem. All right, Dave, almost kickoff time. What do you think here? One more shot. Queen Anne's, big team, Sussex Central, fast team. The rain's starting to come down. The winds, backup quarterback.
Yeah, as you mentioned, as soon as they started the national anthem there, the wind just kicked up a little bit, a little mist coming in, mist to more like a light rain. Probably going to make for some slick conditions, which, you know, is probably going to benefit a bigger team running the ball at you right now.
Absolutely. Let's talk a little bit about the top 10 in Division II. Number 10, the Milford Buccaneers. Number 9, the St. Mark's Spartans. 8, Tower Hill. Number 7, Caravel. Number 6, Howard. Number 5, Wilmington Friends. In your top 4 in Division II in the 302sports.com rankings, AI DuPont. Number 3, Delaware Military. Number 2, Woodbridge. And number 1, the defending champs, Delmar Wildcats. So you got 2 Sussex County Division II teams in the top 10 there, Dave.
Yep, that's not unusual for Delmar to be perennial 1 and 2 Henlopen Conference teams, actually. They're not unusual to have Delmar there at the top, but see Woodbridge there again after losing some really good players over the year. That's saying something about the program they're building there.
And Division I, ranked number 10, Cape Henlopen. Number 9, St. George's. Number 8, Sussex Tech. And I understand that they have lost Ricky Kane for the season with a torn MCL.
That's a big loss.
Number 7, Cesar Rodney. Number 6, William Penn. Number 5, we have him here tonight, Sussex Central. Number 5 in Division I. Number 4, Slasianum. Number 3, the Hodgson Silver Eagles. 2, your 3-time defending champion Smyrna. And number 1, the Middletown Cavaliers, who took it to the Smyrna Eagles last week, Dave.
Yep, quarterback Fry. I think I remember his father was a player there at
That's
Delaware,
correct.
and I saw some of that game tape. He's the real deal. He can play.
So here we go. Captain's coming out on the field. And the rain's picking up a little bit all day. No rain all day, so I think 7:30 this morning. And now we got skies getting ready to dump on us. It looks like from the weather forecast, it looked like maybe half an hour to an hour of rain. But that'd be just enough to get this brand new Bermuda field nice and soggy.
Nice and broken in.
That's right.
You got to watch your quarterback center exchange in these things, the little things, shorten up your steps a little bit, and take care of the small details so you don't make a big mistake.
I noticed late this morning, Delmar moved their game with St. Mary's over to Salisbury University. A couple games being played at the Kent County Rec Center. I believe Seaford and First State Military Academy, and also Indian River and Polytech. So a lot of teams protecting their turf, so to speak, and playing on some artificial stuff.
Well, the good news about Bermuda, it comes back pretty quickly.
Right, good thing. And it looks like they got it cut a little short here tonight. Right there by the numbers, looks like the deck got a little low.
Yep, looks like we got Queen Anne's is going to take the ball here in the first half.
So Queen Anne's already on the field, and the Golden Knights getting ready to come out. Two longtime head coaches here. Grafe, 23 years. Walls has to be over 25.
Yeah, he's around. When I was coaching in the late 90s, he was definitely doing his thing then, and he's still doing it.
And here come the Golden Knights. I want to welcome quite a few Queen Anne's folks watching tonight. Welcome you to our 302 Sports broadcast. And folks, you're not that far away from some of our advertisers here. So if you're in Queen Anne's County, don't feel like you can hit some of our sponsors. So it's time for some football. Sussex Central is in the all blue with gold numbers and trim. Queen Anne's County, the green helmets, all white uniforms. That's going to be a mess when they get back to Centerville tonight.
Yeah, the green will blend in nicely, though.
That's right. And welcome to 302 Sports. Our cameraman for tonight is Trey Mitchell. Dave Marvel on the stats. Nick Halliday in our controls up in Middletown tonight. He's our mobile control guy. And Kristen Mitchell back in the Lewis studio with the score updates. So here we go, folks. Kickoff's about to go. Number 44, Sam Samrin, the kicker. And back deep for the Lions. I'm sorry, that's Samrin Sam. And it's going to be a squib kick. And picked up by number, who we don't have a name for, number 20.
Nice pickup by that guy there.
Folks, Queen Anne's folks, we're not snubbing you. We got half a roster. So we're going to do the best we can to get your kids' names and numbers up here. So here we go. Under center, number 6, Cyrus McGowan, the sophomore, 6'1", 210. That is a big sophomore quarterback.
Yep. Interested to see how he played. He definitely has some size. I saw him throwing the ball in warm-ups. He throws a nice ball.
So going to start the initial on their own 38-yard line. 1st and 10 for Queen Anne's. Looks like a little double wing action here.
Yep, looks like classic wing T formation there. Expecting some motion out of this somewhere.
And we got something going on with the officials at the start of the game, right?
There we go.
And there's the whistle. So 1st and 10 for Queen Anne's, first play of the game. And that is, we've talked about it as that big offensive line. And there it goes. It's going to be Mueller off the left tackle, and he's going to pick up about 8 on the play.
Yep, just a little sweep play there. Nice little pickup by him. Got his shoulder squared and up the field.
Pick up about 8. Brings up a 2nd and 2 for the Lions. And we got double slots. And looks going to show a little shotgun here. Man comes in motion. That's biggest. Fake the biggest. Quarterback is going to take it up the middle, and he's got the first down.
Simple play there. Looks like they got a couple more plays they're going to be running off that action.
That's a S.E. Doyle first down. So they come out ready. From film, I saw a lot of power eye, and they run from all over the field. We haven't seen it yet. So here they go again, double wing.
Sussex Central looks like they're going with 4 down linemen here.
And here comes a little sweep
go outside
reverse
sweep there.
to Biggest, and he's going to get hit.
Ball on the turf. Ball.
They're going to whistle it dead.
Yep.
I believe that was number 8. Javon Saffold saw the ball loose, but Lions able to recover. Pick up a 5 on the play. Brings up a 2nd and 5 for the Lions. Yeah, Dave Marvel switching up his defense a little bit. He used to do that 3-5.
I'm used to seeing that 3-5 with the ends walked back a little bit.
And here's your power eye. And it's going to be Biggest off the right side. Initially hit by number 54, but number 99, Malik Copes, finishes him up for the gain of about 3. Going to bring up a 3rd and 2.
Sussex Central defensive tackle and linebacker in there behind him did a nice job on that play, stuffing that.
That was number 54, Alton Dennis, with the initial hit. And then Copes finishes it off. 3rd and call it a 3 here for the Lions. When I was talking to Coach Grave, he said this will be the 4th matchup between the two. Central leads the series 2-1, and they've signed up for 2 more years.
That's great. This is a great matchup.
3rd and 3 for the Lions. Single back in the backfield. Muller goes in motion. It's going to be a counter coming back. Biggest is hit in the backfield. Breaks another tackle. Flag is down. Biggest is going to go into the end zone, but I think this might be coming back here, Dave, as we see some laundry at about the 43. And it's a hold.
Yep, Sussex Central is going to catch a break there. They did have him there. They had a body on him there at the point of attack, and he broke the tackle. They're fortunate to get it back with a hold.
And we talked about Central with the drive killers, and Queen Anne's is the first one. So now we're going to go from a 3rd and 3 to possibly like a 3rd and 13, and that's how you end drives. Yeah,
and then you were looking at 4 down territory there, going in from the 40 and to maybe now.
Back at your own 40, 7?
Yep.
So 3rd and 12 here for the Lions. The Lions come to the ball in the shotgun.
Tight overload here to their right side.
And he's going to roll out to the right. He's got a man open. It's Muller, and he's going to be wrapped up before he can go anywhere by number 30, Katai Tilley.
That's a good first series there for the Golden Knights. Caught a little break, but made the play when they needed to.
So that's going to bring up a 4th and 7. And back for the punt. That's Isaiah Barnes, the twin brother of Isaac, who's not playing tonight. The punter's even big here, Steve.
Yeah, these guys are big all over. I saw them coming out of the locker room. I was impressed.
We're going to get a rough in the kicker. Barnes is going to pick it up and run with it. And he's going to get out across the 25, but we have a flag on the play, and it's going to be rough in the kicker. As I believe it was Malik Copes went right into the midsection. And let's see what the official call is. I guess the decision is whether it's a roughing or a running into. He got full body on him.
Yeah, he looked like he could have laid out for that and just blocked it. Personal foul.
Personal foul, 15 yards. So it's going to give the ball back to the Lions, back on the central side of the field. And that's going to give us another S.C. Doyle first down. As the Lions move the chains, is something they need to do tonight.
Yeah, unfortunate for Sussex Central. They got great pressure up the middle there.
So it's going to be a 1st and 10 at the 30. That's a big step there. We're going to call it the 31 of Sussex Central. Yeah, me and Trey on the way over were looking at the size and the way these two teams play, and we're like, man, we could be out of here in 45 minutes to an hour.
Yeah, keep the clock running, keep
right.
the penalties to a minimum.
So 1st and 10 for the Lions. Biggest goes under center, and we have 2 wings. And it's going to be Mueller on the reverse, and he's wrapped up right away by Tilly. No, I'm sorry, that's number 20, Zion Reed, the two-way performer for the Knights. And he just got the death grip on that jersey.
Sussex Central did a nice job of not letting him turn his shoulders upfield, keeping his shoulders going east to west and making him and stringing that run out.
Loss of 2 on the play brings up a 2nd and 12 for the Lions. And come back. McGowan comes up in the shotgun. Slot comes back. That's Biggest. And Biggest fakes. That's a hand. Oh, number 24, the free safety. That was number 35 on the carry, who we do not have a name for.
Little inside handoff in there behind the motion back, and 24 did a nice job filling the alley there.
That's the twin brother, Isaiah Barnes, on a little safety blitz, comes up, fills the hole, and makes the tackle. Gain of 1 on the play, 3rd and 11 for the Lions. Back in the shotgun formation with 1 back.
They got the tight bunch over there to the left this time.
And looking downfield, finds a man open. And hit by Barnes and Saffold, and then the rest of the Knights. And he's going to be close to a 1st down. I believe that was number 7, Mookie Jones, on the reception.
Yeah, he slipped in there underneath, but once those linebackers cleared out in their drops. Nice little pass in there.
And that's going to be a 4th.
He gave him the first
He gave
down.
him the first down.
No measurement. They're just going to move the chains.
That's another SC Doyle 1st down. SC Doyle, your one-stop shop for all your construction needs in Camden, Delaware. But like I said, they will travel throughout the state of Delaware. Probably even travel over to Centerville. So 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line. And we got light. I can see my roster now. And there's the power eye, Biggest deep.
Shifting over, Central's trading backers once with the motion.
25, Donovan Cruz, the stem back. And it's going to be Biggest. He looks to go off the left side. Tilly squared him up, but couldn't make the tackle. That's going to be a gain of, it looks about 6 on the play. And that puts us, for the first time tonight, in the Lasher's Barbecue red zone. Queen Anne's hits the red zone first night. The red zone is sponsored by Lasher's Barbecue.
Just a little power eye hand back there. 2 backs leading up in. Guy did a nice job finding his lane, bouncing it out a little bit. Got 5 yards out of it.
Gain of 5 on the play brings up a 2nd and 5. It looks like about the 17-yard line. And back to the shotgun they go. Mueller comes in motion, and it's going to be, it looked like it was supposed to be maybe a reverse, but they ran into one another. That's Cruz on the carry. He might have enough for a 1st down. He's close.
Yeah, something looked funny with that play, or they're going to run something off of that.
Right.
But he's going to be close to a 1st down there.
Mueller almost knocked him down on the ground. They ran right in there. And Mueller was taking a fake. That's going to be 3rd down and a yard. Ball at about the 13-yard line. 5:38 to play here in the first quarter, so they've eaten up half the first quarter already. I'm noticing the field starting to pick some chunks up here, and that's going to be Cruz. And he just stood up at the line. I don't think he got it, Dave.
That is going to be close. I see him holding the fist. That looks like 4th down.
4th down. Did not see who made that tackle. Looked like number 9, Kasim Lewis.
Kasim Lewis.
4th and 1 at the 13 for Queen Anne's.
Coaches right now are screaming, watch the ball.
That's right. They're actually, they look like they may have lost a step on that last play. And they're going to go shotgun here.
Interesting. I'm looking for the quarterback to take it himself here.
It's going to be Biggest. He's got some running room, but the Knights collapse quickly. But that's going to be enough for a 1st down. That's another SC Doyle. 1st down. So it's going to be a first and look like 10, just outside the 10-yard line for the Lions. Looks like the rain has gone away, but we got a lot of clouds over the trees there, so we might be getting some more before it's over. Now, one referee was standing outside the 10.
It's first and goal.
It is a first and goal. I guess spotting wasn't his job on that play. So first and goal just inside the 10-yard line. Muller comes in motion, and it's going to be a handoff to Cruz, and he hits and spins. He's down inside the 5.
That's a tricky little inside handoff play there. You get caught looking at that motion back, and he comes up in right underneath him.
It's going to bring up a second and goal just inside the 5-yard line. And the Lions come to the ball shotgun formation again with Muller in the backfield. And it's going to be a handoff Muller left side. He gets it down close to the goal line, but he's going to be just short. It's going to bring up a third and goal inside the 1.
Queen Anne's keeping it pretty simple, running it inside there, getting their guys, getting their shoulders upfield and just trying to get a hat on a hat and push the ball up the field.
Third and inches here for Queen Anne's. I think he's going to be short.
He is. He certainly is. We're going to be fourth and goal here.
That was Muller again on the carry. Fourth and inches. This small central line, I mean, they're holding tough, but
Kasim Lewis is doing a nice job in there. That kid is holding his own. He's not a small kid. He looks small compared to some of these Queen Anne's guys, but he's got some guns coming out of that jersey.
Fourth and goal. Power I formation here with Biggs deep in the backfield. And it's going to be Biggs, and he's hit in the backfield.
And that's Kasim Lewis.
Turnover on downs. That was slow developing there.
Yep, slow developing, backside A-gap penetration there. Cardinal sin of offensive line blocking, and Kasim Lewis did a great job coming through there.
If Kasim had swung and missed, Javon Saffold, the corner had got himself in, or the safety had got himself in there. He was ready to make a tackle. Big play, big stand for the Golden Knights, and they're going to take over on downs. First and 10 from about their own 6-yard line, I believe.
Yeah.
So
Queen Anne's took about almost a 10-minute drive there. Sussex Central helped them out a little bit, but.
And here come the Knights. It looks like maybe a guard trap up the middle. Let's see if we can get a number. Number 1 as a quarterback on the carry, Michael Glandon.
Looks like that could have been a miscommunication there. He just went in the hole.
He picks up 3.
Good for him.
Second and 7. A junior is Glandon. Second and 7 for the Golden Knights. Backed up to their own end zone. And it's going to be a handoff. Buck sweep.
Nice.
Side after that Saffold. He's going to push it up. And he's going to pick up about 4 on the play.
Did a nice job letting those defenders get up the field, waiting for his blockers and cutting it up in behind them.
That was number 2, Shaheem Williams. Him and Saffold both wearing the long white sleeves tonight with the single digit. Third and 1 for the Golden Knights. It'll be interesting to see, Dave. We're starting to see where the field's starting to get some hiccups. How much longer they can run those buck sweeps and those counters and have to go to a straight-ahead game. See how this field holds up. Third and 1 for the Golden Knights. And that's going to be Zion Reed hitting, spinning. He's got the first down, and he's pushing the pile. First down for the Golden Knights. And that brings up another S.C. Doyle, general contractor, First down.
Excellent effort there by number 20 to push the pile, a couple extra yards, get his teammates excited, keep the drive going.
Pushes the ball out across the 20 to about the 23-yard line where the Knights will take over 1st and 10. Central's got a couple big linemen out there, but not the size that they're seeing across the ball.
Queen Anne's is exceptionally big.
And that's going to be jet sweep with number 21.
He's got the corner.
Tajir Shepard Parker, and he's broke a tackle. He's cutting back across the left. No flags on the field. One got a beat and takes him out of bounds. That's number 1, who we don't have a number name for, folks. But Shepard takes it down inside to about the 10-yard line. And that's a Lasher's Barbecue red zone report.
Great job on the outside there, holding down the flank so he could get outside.
Wait a minute. It's coming back.
Oh.
I don't see a flag.
I don't either.
Oh, there it is.
Yep.
At about the 27-yard line.
No wonder it looked so good out there on the outside.
Who's the ball carrier?
And I'm sure that's going to be the old hold.
Yep.
Well, better to have it on 1st down and 3rd down, but
we can see that kid Shepard can get it going when he gets into the open field. He had a nice cut back there.
A nice cut outside and then a nice cut back. So Queen Anne's fans will do our best and try to get some of these numbers matched up with names. We have about 20 names with numbers. So 1st and 15. The hold must have been downfield. It's a spot foul. Just inside the in the 20. Looks like it's going to be about the 19-yard line. So nice try it again. And Queen Anne's doing a lot of shifting there.
Running the same play the other way.
Williams going off the left side. And he's going to get it back out across the original line of scrimmage. That's going to bring up a 2nd and call it 7.
Nice kick out block there.
And, folks, that's going to be the end of the first quarter already. So our score at the end of 0-0 between the Queen Anne's Lions and the Sussex Central Golden Knights, folks. We'll be right back after this commercial.
Mr. Italian began his career in home finance in 2002 as a mortgage consultant. Since 2002, Brian has helped over 1,000 home buyers achieve their dreams of owning a home. Brian's knowledge of current market conditions and his detailed evaluation of buyers' finances ensures that each buyer will receive the best mortgage to fit their needs. Brian is often commended on how efficient and effortless he makes the mortgage process for everyone from first-time home buyers to investors to experienced buyers. For the loan that fits you, contact Brian today. Mr. Italian began his career in home.
Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvements' pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens, and bathrooms. Want a professional, no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust.
And welcome back to Georgetown, Delaware. Start of the second quarter, 0-0. Folks, we'll have some scores coming to you here in a second on the Barclay Heating and Air out-of-town scoreboard. And there's nowhere to go on that one. That was number 20, Zion Reed, on the carry. Third and 7 for Sussex Central. Big run by Shepard, negated with a penalty, and now they face a 3rd and 7. They have not thrown the ball yet tonight with their backup quarterback.
Yep. I would look for them, maybe, a little waggle here, a little counter pass.
And there it is. There's your waggle. Has a man open. That's Barnes. Little high. And that's my first start.
I tell you, that was still a nice ball coming out there. Kid ran a nice route, just a little bit high. Kid almost made a nice play, 24 there. Came down with the ball.
Excuse me, Isaiah Barnes, twin brother of Isaac. Fourth and 7 here for the Golden Knights. They'll be punting it away. And Queen Anne should get good field position out of this.
Kasim Lewis, the defensive lineman, back to punt.
Yeah. Nice high. It's wobbly.
He looked like
nice
he went.
bounce. It's going to roll inside the 30. And that's where the Queen Anne's Lions will take over on downs. Folks, we have one score. Woodbridge in the first quarter leads Dover 7-0. That's a big game. It's one, Dave, I wished we were at. But the whole athletic director switched over to Dover and nobody to talk to this summer. So we didn't get to do it. But I think it might be one of the bigger games in the state with Woodbridge and Dover.
Yeah, that would be a great win, for Woodbridge, a great statement win for them. Dover is a perennial team in the north. They have people that can play.
And they put, 46 up last week against Archmere. So here we go. 1st and 10 for Queen Anne's at their own, call it 29-yard line. And we got a little, here comes the motion with Mueller. And it's going to be a toss, and he's wrapped up. That's number 82, Elijah Moyer. And it's almost like he was in the huddle.
Yeah, they were ready for that. And there's Barnes again, 24. He's all over the field on both sides of the ball.
It looks like they've switched him to maybe a corner or a backer. Now they got Saffold back at free safety. So a little bit of personnel changes here for the Knights. And now you see Barnes up on the end, so he looks like he's playing like an outside backer.
Yeah, they're playing some version of a 4-4 or 4-3 in there.
Shotgun formation for the Lions. 2nd and 11. And he's going to roll out. And that's picked off by Barnes. Isaiah Barnes with the first turnover of the game. A big pick.
Nice play by Barnes, and on the pressure there coming out of that left tackle spot, it's Kasim Lewis again. He made the quarterback get rid of it a lot faster than he wanted to, and did not let him get the flank.
Knights in great field position here at the Queen Anne's 30. It's going to be a 1st and 10, and here comes the quarterback, Michael Glandon. And wing T formation with the wing to the right with a split end. And it's going to be
guard trap.
Yeah, they've been running the wing T here. We ran it in the 80s, Probably since when Dave Blowsworth came here in 82. And nobody's really changed from it.
No, and guard trap is a great play.
And it's a cornerstone of the wing T. 2nd and 8. One of the few teams still running the wing T anymore. 2nd and 8 for the Knights, and that's going to be a pitch. He's got the corner. That's number 18, Noah Simmons. And that's going to be a double commercial here, Dave. That's a SC Doyle first down and a Lasher's red zone report.
Great job there turning the corner. Those linemen had an angle on him, and then they didn't.
He hit that corner, and when he did, he took off down that sideline. The 12th defender over there kept him from getting in the end zone. So it's going to be 1st and goal at about looks like the 7-yard line for the Golden Knights. And you're going to get a motion penalty. And just wrapped up at the line, able to push ahead for a yard, but it's coming back 5 yards. That was number 2, Shaheen Williams.
He was going to be the lead back in there, and he just got a little excited.
Yeah. That's going to back it up 5, so that's going to be a 1st and goal now from about the 11-yard line. Here we go. First and goal from the 11. Wing T with the wing to the right, split to the left. Going to get about maybe a yard, maybe 2 on the play.
Same play there with the halfback leading through. They just kept it on sides this time. Picked up 2 or 3 yards.
That was Barnes on the carry. And Barnes checks out. Coach Wells, another coach, hasn't gone to the signal system yet. He still runs the quarterback in. He is old school as old school could be. We talked before, and he said, you got to remember, when I came into the league, Captain Dick was one of the coaches around here. You know?
Yeah, Captain Dick, he was the master of running that guard trap in the belly over there in Seaford.
And it's going to be a toss to Shepard, and he's got nowhere to go. Maybe a loss. He does lose about 2 on the play.
Ran that into the boundary there.
It's going to bring a thing of a 3rd and goal outside the 10. The Knights like something on this short side of the field, but that line's that extra defender and just not able to get the corner and turn it up. 3rd and goal. Ball marked, and we're going to have a Sussex Central timeout. And we are going to have a Sussex Central timeout with 7:47 to play here in the second quarter. We have no score, folks. We'll be right back after this timeout. Back to Georgetown, folks. We're at the Castle, Sussex Central High School's home stadium, brand new Bermuda field, and they're facing a 3rd and goal. It looks like about the 12-yard line. And again, they're wing T, but they're split to the short side of the field. And he's going to roll to that side. He's got a man open, and tipped and dropped. 4th down.
Almost had the catch. The guy behind him almost had the tip ball.
If he could have tipped it up instead of down. Do we have a kicker coming on?
Looks like they're going for it here. Field goal.
And so it looks like that's number 44, Samron Sam.
Kicking from the right hash here.
Isaiah Barnes will be the holder.
Wind's coming from his right to his left.
Good snap, holds down, it's up. It's good. Sussex Central goes up 3-0 on the Samron Sam 30-yard field goal.
That was a way to salvage some points on that drive. I noticed, I don't know what position he was playing, but the quarterback who started tonight did not get taken off the field goal team. He was out there on the field goal team.
3-0, and this might be what kind of game it's going to be. Second quarter, first half action here. We have an update on things are happening fast in Dover, folks. Here at Barclay Heating and Air out-of-town scoreboard, the only score we have right now, Woodbridge now up 14-7 on the Senators. And like I said, Dave, that could quickly be 35-42 in no time with those two teams.
No question about it. Looking here, Jordan McGee from Dover, just 7 points, was on a 64-yard run.
And before that, Jamon Kane, known as the Ocho, with a touchdown for the Woodbridge Blue Raiders. Big game for Woodbridge. Important game for Dover, I think.
Really important game for Dover. A lot of upside for Woodbridge, moving up, playing a Division I team, possibly getting a win.
So Sam, a field goal kicker on to kick the extra point.
24 Barnes here on the kickoff team as well.
He's not coming off field tonight, is he?
No.
3-0 is your score. Sussex Central Golden Knights with a field goal, 30-yard field goal by the kicker here, Sams. And he tees it up, and he's going to kick it short, and looks like he's going to go out of bounds. And we'll get a procedure penalty on that.
They do not appear to want to kick it deep to these guys back here tonight.
No, they don't. That back there is that number 9, and I don't have a name for him, but he is huge.
Charles K.
Charles K. He was back.
He's a junior.
So, folks, we got a little bit of roster at halftime. We will transfer some numbers over to ours, and we just want you Queen Anne's folks to know that we're not snubbing you. We just dealing with what we got to deal with here. So they're going to take the penalty and the ball at the 40-yard line. And Queen Anne's back to work. 1st and 10 from their own 40.
Double slot here, back to the quarterback's left.
Muller comes in motion and fakes it to Muller. He runs it up the middle. He's got some room. He's going to pick up about 7 on the play, bring up a 2nd and 3. Sias McGowan, boy, he gets back in that shotgun. He's just like another running back. He's a big body, and he can move.
No question about it. That's the second time they've run that play, both times for 8 or 9 yards.
So pick up, call it 6 on the play. 2nd and 4 for Queen Anne's. Shotgun formation, biggest in the backfield. And tight end shifts over. Looks like they're going to flood that right side here, Dave, and that's what they're going to do with biggest. Oh, he's tripped up. That's
Seam Lewis.
Yeah,
there he is.
Seam Lewis.
Going to have to full disclosure here. He's a former Beacon Middle School student. Know him pretty well.
Did they get him in the trade with the quarterback, Sam?
Yeah, trade. Yeah, that's right. Trade for Sam Jones.
Yeah.
Seems he was a great kid when I had him in middle school.
He's a big boy. We don't have heights and weights, but he's a physical specimen there at defensive tackle.
Plays with a lot of heart. You can tell he's been in the weight room.
No gain on the play. 3rd and 4 for the Lions. Shotgun formation. Slot to the top of the screen. And fakes the biggest, but nowhere to go. That's number 99, Copes.
Looked like they were
around the ankle.
Trying to run a real outside zone read play there, and quarterback kind of got caught in no man's land. He did a nice job of keeping it. If he had handed that off, it could have been on the ground.
Right, Tyrell Whitkey also in on that tackle. 4th, loss of 2, 4th and 6 for the Lions.
Barnes back deep.
Low snap, low kick. Barnes is going to be able to field this.
Right
he fields it at his own 25 and just looking for some running room. He's got it off the left side, cuts back to the middle.
He's got room there.
Here.
He's got room.
Breaks one tackle, breaks the second tackle, takes it down inside the 35. Tackle made by number 18, Shane Bonkowski.
Fortunate hop right to him there. He made the most of it, took it straight upfield.
He played it just like a second baseman, man. Kept it down and kept the weight down and picked it up and just found his. There was a flag, but they're waving it off.
That's good.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Golden Knights at the Lions 34. They lead 3-0. Glandon, the quarterback, he's the backup, having to play for the injured Isaac Barnes. And doing a fine job so far. No turnovers. Almost had a touchdown pass. He put it in there.
And playing on the field goal team.
That's right.
He's having a good night.
And that's going to be Shepard on the sweep. Cuts it back up inside the tackle. And he's going to get back to the 30-yard line. Gain of 4 on the play. Brings up a 2nd and 6.
Setting up nicely here for Central. They seem like they're getting in their groove, getting the tempo going.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching 302 Sports, Henley Conference Friday night game of the week with Benny Mitchell and Dave Frederick, live from Georgetown, Delaware, at the Castle, as they call it. 2nd and 6 for the Golden Knights. Single back in the backfield, double wing. Wing comes in motion. It's going to be jet sweep with Shepard, and he's going to pick up about 3 or 4 on the play. Tygier, Shepard, Parker on the carry. Gain of about, let's see where we're going to put it, gain of about 5. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 1.
Sussex Central lineman doing a nice job in there, taking that first initial step and just, staying on those blocks and giving the back a chance to make a move and cut it up in there.
I talked to John Wells in the preseason, and 2 positions he had to replace this year was his guards. And when you run their wing tee, there's important as a quarterback. And it looks like he's found 2 good ones again this year because they're getting out and pulling and making those blocks.
No question.
And it's going to be number 18.
That's a big hole there.
Noah Simmons on the carry, and he takes it inside the 20. So that's going to be a SC Doyle Contractor first down. And we are in the red zone with Lasher's Barbecue. So inside the, looks like they're going to put it right about the 15. So 1st and 10 for the Golden Knights.
Again, Sussex Central just getting that tempo they want, running the ball, running clock in between plays, and coming off the ball up front there.
Here's that pitch, bobbles it, breaks the tackle, and gets it down inside the 10, inside the 5. That's going to be enough for a first down. And SC Doyle Contractors, first down. Sussex Central looks like they're inside maybe the 5, close to the 5 now. That was Simmons again on the pitch.
He did a nice job of holding on to that after initially bobbling that for a second and getting his shoulders turned upfield.
Have the wing to the near side. And that's going to be
up
Simmons again. A little bit of fullback lead there.
Yep.
He's going to pick up about 2 or 3 on the play. Take it down to inside, just inside the 2. We're going to call it the 2. 2nd and goal for the Golden Knights. Landon brings the play in from Coach Wells. 2nd and 2. The Knights would like to punch this one in with 2:44 left to play here in the half.
They wouldn't mind punching it in with 1:44 left in the
right.
half.
And he drops the ball's on the ground.
I think they lost it. Oh, he did.
There's a lot of. He did get it back. Pat on the helmet by Barnes. That was a don't drop it again. We're down here, bud.
Yeah, we're going to be in about 3rd and 7 now.
All right. 3rd and 7 for the Golden Knights.
With just under 2 minutes to go in the half.
And that's the quarterback. He's trying to keep it. He fumbles it. Ball's on the ground. And Queen Anne says they have it.
And they do.
So both teams have now fumbled in the red zone. Well, now Queen Anne's didn't fumble. They got stuffed in the red zone.
Unfortunate there. You hold on to the ball. At least you got a shot at a field goal.
Right.
They're going to have to hold on here. We're going to see how Queen Anne's does airing the ball out.
And Barkley Heating and Air Outtown scoreboard update. Middletown leads William Penn 7-0. That's our 302 Fox Sports game of the week. And Woodbridge now up 21-7 on Dover. So a game I called close, but it looks like Woodbridge is. But you don't know about Dover. They go in at halftime. They come out and open up the playbook. 1st and 10 for Queen Anne. Shotgun formation, double slot. And he's going to run it. He's wrapped up by number 90, or was that 82, Elijah Moyer.
They spread him out there. We're going to run a little quarterback draw there, it looks like. They had some room in the middle of the field if he could have gotten by those defensive linemen, but there wasn't much chance of that happening.
Big tackle by Moyer. It's going to bring up a – and I couldn't really tell what they were trying to run there. Was it –
I looked like a quarterback draw
Yeah.
to me. That looked like run all the way. Queen Anne's got a timeout here.
We're going to stay right here with it, folks, with a minute 33 to play in the game, or in the first half. St. Mark's leads Caravel 14-7. The Spartans coming back after a couple down years. You know, they did better as a Division II team playing Division I than they have as a Division II team in Division II.
Yeah, they're kind of rebranding themselves. It's good to see. It's good to see those guys come back.
Minute 33 to go. There you see your scoreboard. 3-0 for the Golden Knights. And we have I don't know if this is going to be a timeout or an injury, as we did have a down player for the Queen Anne's.
Not as hot as it has been, but still a night where these guys could cramp up.
Right.
It's definitely humid out there. Sussex Central's got some guys going, some key guys going both ways.
Me and Trey talk about that a lot with him being an exercise science major. You know, when they don't hydrate up during the week, you got to have a good warm up after the half, not just one of these stretch. You know, you can't stretch a cold muscle, so you know maybe keep them on their feet at the half. Second and 14 for Queen Anne's. Back to the shotgun.
Back in the double slot.
Comes Mueller in motion, and they're going to fake the handoff and run the quarterback. Tackle made and a flag on the play.
Looks like it's going to be an after-the-fact unsportsmanlike on somebody. When they throw it high in the air like that, they're usually trying to get somebody's attention.
Kasim Lewis made the tackle, pushed off him as he got up. I don't know if that's what the penalty is, but it's definitely an unsportsmanlike and a first down. And that's going to be an SC Doyle General Contractor first down. So Queen Anne's 3 of their first downs coming off penalties so far. Something we talked about with the Knights that they couldn't do, and this was a theme last year. Penalties kind of hurt them down the stretch last year.
That'll drive a coach crazy. You want kids playing with heart, you know, and it's a fine line. It's a fine line.
I tell you, a team that does rack up a lot of personal fouls is Smyrna, because they play with intensity, but when you're hanging 40-something and 50-something on the board, you can get away with it. Maybe this year not so much.
Agreed, and really you want people to play with some passion, but within, you know, keep your emotions in check.
All ball on their own 28, 1st and 10 for Queen Anne's. I believe we have a different quarterback in. And that's going to be enough for a first down with Biggis. He gets it out across the 40. New quarterback in, that's number 15.
It's going to be Zach Brown, quarterback.
Brown.
He's a junior.
And that's another SC Doyle General Contractor first down.
Brown coming in, checking his play on his wristband.
Minute 16 to go here. That's one thing Coach Wall saves money on is a wristband for his quarterback. And handoff to Biggis. Kind of takes a left turn there, and he's got close to the first down. That was like he was, I don't know if he was looking sweep and saw something else, and that was like a 90-degree turn.
That was a 90-degree cut up the field, picked up 9 yards.
Yeah, I'm watching this Queen Anne's offense. It's effective, and they're going to call a timeout here. We're going to stay with the action with 54 seconds to go. It's effective, but it's slow. It's slow moving, slow developing, but it's effective. They're moving the chains. I haven't scored yet, but they have been down in the red zone.
They're looking at their best to me when these big backs get their shoulders turned upfield. Sussex Central's doing a nice job of not letting them do that, trying to make them string it out. You can tackle a big guy much easier if he's running east to west.
Even on that play right there, Biggis made that left turn, and he was sideways for most of that 9 yard. He had a 9 yard gain, and he was dancing through that 9 yard gain.
And he moves well for a big guy.
Yes, he does. He does square it. We saw the one long run that got called back. So we know he can square the shoulders and get north and south. 2nd and 1 for the Lions with 54 seconds to play here in the half. Coming up at the half, we'll have some stats. The Arena Deli sponsors our halftime stats. Dave Marvel got some adding to do. He is our stat man up here at the boxcar. So 2nd and 1, they go shotgun with an up back. And he fakes it, pulls out, looking downfield, has a man open. And what a play. Let's get a number on that guy. That's number 4, Jalir Pettyjohn. We're talking about closing the gap.
Yes, he did an excellent job there. That looked open there for a minute. Number 7 got in behind him there. Xavier Jones got in behind him there, and
He's got
he
one
did
catch
a great
on
job.
the night.
Great job closing in there, getting a hand on that, knocking it down.
47 seconds left to play here. 3rd and 1.
Looks like they like 15 to throw the ball.
Right. And we're back to the shotgun with Cruz in the backfield, the fullback. Double slot. Biggest goes in motion. Fakes the biggest, runs the draw up the middle's got the first down and some running room. And tackle made by Zion Reed. That's going to be another S.C. Doyle first down for the Lions.
Yeah, it looked like that was a little zone read play there. He opted to keep it and take it himself. Nice run there.
So into Sussex Central territory for the second time tonight. Ball's going to be at about the 38-yard line, maybe the 37. 1st and 10 for the Lions. And back to that double slot. Drops back, quick 3-step drop, has a man open, catches it, turns up inside. That's 23 more. Big hit by Saffold. And that's going to pick up about 8, and we have a Queen Anne's timeout, folks, and we're going to take one with them. We'll be right back with the final 15 seconds of the half.
Unique Image opened for business in Wilmington, Delaware in 1979 with one focus, wowing our customers with great products and even greater customer service. 30 years later, we are still doing exactly that. Whether you're looking for marketing tools to promote your business, gifts for your employees or clients, or planning a special event, we're here with the voice of experience to help you every step of the way for your complete satisfaction. Visit our new showroom in the Mill Creek Shopping Center, 4577 Kirkwood Highway. Unique Image, you envision, we create.
Welcome back to Georgetown, folks. We're at Sussex Central High School. Benny Mitchell here with Dave Frederick on 302 Sports Network. The Friday night Henley Open Conference Friday night game of the week. And Queen Anne's facing a second and a long one. And they have 15 seconds left. And Dave, that 8-yard pass isn't going to get it in the end zone.
No, Sussex Central did a nice job of stopping him short of the sticks there, forcing them to take a timeout.
And back into the shotgun formation. 3-step drop, looks over the middle, has a man. That's number 7, Mookie Jones, and he's got the first down and gets out of bounds.
Nice ball there. Nice little play by those guys. They got 9 seconds left, 1 or 2 more plays here.
Well, the way the plays develop is probably one, because everything's kind of slow developing. It's like I said, it's successful, but right now they got to get the ball towards the end zone. So here we go. See if the Lions throw it downfield. They're first down, and that's another S.C. Doyle first down. General contractor out of Kent County, but they service all over the state of Delaware. And if you're in Centerville, Maryland, they probably will come out to you. 1st and 10, ball at the 30 or the 20-yard line, just outside the 20. Shotgun, tight end switches over, and we're loaded on this left side.
I'm looking for 7. Where is he?
And they're handing it off to Mueller.
Wow.
And he's up the middle. He's going to be short of the first down. That's how it's going to end. No, 2 seconds. Do they have one more timeout?
Apparently they do.
Okay. That was number 45 on the tackle, Terrence Frisbee. So it's going to be a 2nd and 3. And it looks like they've called a timeout and bringing on the kicking unit, which consists of number 35. And who we got there, number 35, Dave?
Garrett Richardson.
Garrett Richardson is going to attempt looks to be like a 30-yarder?
31-yard field goal there.
Central had one 30-yard kick, and we have a timeout. Sussex Central. Love it. Freezing the kicker before the half. 2 seconds to go. We're going to stay right here with it, folks.
And maybe a little reminder in the timeout, please don't rough him.
Sussex Tech slays the Annam 0-0 at the end of the first quarter.
Is that game at Baynard?
That game is at Baynard. And here you go. Middletown 7, William Penn 7. So William Penn, after coming off a big win off of Smyrna, they're kind of struggling with the Colonials right now. They're playing on turf, so not so much field conditions to be a factor there. It's just a pesky William Penn team.
William Penn's been tough here these last couple of years. You know, there's hard-nosed kids there. You're going to have to beat them.
So we're back for the extra, or excuse me, the field goal. Garrett Richardson, number 35, on the kick at 30-yarder. The Knights put a couple guys back in case it's short. Good hold. The kick is up. It's good.
It's good.
That's how we're going to end the half. 3-3. Oh, how can we have a second on the clock?
Hey, they're going to wind that clock and call it the half.
I would hope. So, folks, your score at the end of the first half. The Queen Anne's Lions, 3. The Sussex Central Golden Knights, 3. Folks, we'll be right back after some soda with the soda halftime report. And we're gonna find out about some employee athletes at Soda Concepts. We'll be right back, folks, for the second half.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts.
And I'm Ronnie Burkle from Papa Grande's.
Come visit us at Papa Grande's in beautiful Fenwick Island, Delaware. See you soon.
At Papa Grande's, we serve fresh, authentic Mexican food with specialties like blackened fish tacos and short rib cheesesteak burritos. We have great nightly specials throughout the second season and serve the best happy hour at the coolest bar every day year-round. We are open 7 days a week, all year long.
Papa Grande's overlooking the water in beautiful Fenwick Island, Delaware. Come check us out. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue, open 7 days a week. Chef Chris Parks is cooking up a beautiful shrimp carbonara. Come enjoy. Lupo Italian Kitchen in downtown Rehoboth Beach. Chef Chris Parks has you covered. Come check us out. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts.
And I'm Danae from Matt's Fish Camp.
Come check us out.
Matt's Fish Camp is the small local fish joint with 2 locations on Coastal Highway in North Bethany Beach and Lewis, where we serve up traditional coastal fare and a casual atmosphere with house specialties like colossal crab cakes, lobster rolls, and fried Ipswich clams, along with crowd pleasers like fish and chips, fried shrimp, and a daily selection of fresh caught fish. Matt's Fish Camp, serving up lunch and dinner 7 days a week, all year.
Locations in Bethany Beach and Lewis, Delaware. See you soon. Hi.
Folks, enjoy a little bit of the Sussex Central High School marching band, and we'll get right back to our Soto Concepts halftime show here in a few minutes. So enjoy the band, folks.
The band is under the direction of Ben Abels. Our visual coordinator is Dennis Husky. The dance team is led by Brittany Johnson. Drill designed by Alex Holtz and percussion is written by alumni Alex Robb. Drum majors Jake Ward and Trent Hoffer. Is the band ready? Thank you, and don't stop believing.
Tyler is a team member at Sodell, and he is also the Cape Girls Volleyball Coach Extraordinaire. Tyler's going to tell us a little bit about his background in sports, how it's helped him in his life, and what he's doing now. Tyler, can you tell us a little bit about your background in sports?
Yeah, so I got involved with volleyball at a really young age. About 5 years old, my mom was coaching my sister in middle school, so I used to go to all their practices. So then I was very lucky to stay around the sport. I went to Slasiano for high school. We had a boys team there, so I started playing on the travel team competitively year-round early on in high school. And then I went on to play 4 years of club ball at Westchester University as well. And then while in college, I got involved with coaching at Ursuline Academy. I was one of their assistant coaches. I did that for about 3 years, coaching girls. And then I started getting involved with Brandywine Volleyball Club at Wilmington. And I coached one of their girls teams for about 2 years as well.
Okay.
And then moved down here in May of 2015 full-time. And there was an opening at Cape that kind of worked out well. And I'm now getting ready to go into year 4, just in a few weeks here.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that. And can you just talk a little bit about how sports have enhanced your life, being on a team, and also about how when you get involved in coaching, especially coaching at youth sports, you don't get paid much coaching youth sports, but like how that you've decided to make some sacrifices in your life to help grow the sport that you love.
I think this first question, though, some of the things you learn, it's cliche, but the team aspect is you can't kind of attest to it enough, and especially in our business, the way we teach here. So obviously everything's team service, team oriented. So those two things go hand in hand, where as an individual you can't have success on a volleyball court without your teammates, but the same thing in the restaurant. We can't have success without everyone else kind of helping us run our food, run our drinks, greet our customers, and help us out. So those two things I think go hand in hand very easily. And then in terms of personal sacrifice, yes, obviously money is not always there, but you don't coach for the money, coach for love. But I was in a management position here about a year ago with Sodell, and then I found that balancing the managing and coaching was just too tough, and volleyball is my passion a little more so. So I talked to my bosses, and they're very, very appreciative and understanding and kind, and gave me more flexibility to go back to serving and bartending, which now, eases my schedule drastically and kind of allows me to focus a little more attention onto coaching, which is what I really love to do.
Yeah, and developing young people.
Yeah, for sure.
Important to us here at Sodell also. Also, Tyler kind of leads our volleyball team at Sodell. There's a very competitive restaurant volleyball competition throughout the summer every year. I don't know how many people know about that, but it's serious stuff. And
the past 2 summers, we've taken home 2nd place, which is cool. It's cool to get that far, but we are looking to get that monkey off our back.
Right,
so we're hoping this summer. We've had a couple of young kids, and we're hoping that they are maybe the key to our success. So we're winding down that season probably next week and a half too. So if we kind of bring that championship for Blue Coast.
Right, that's great.
It's fun.
Love that.
It's awesome.
And also, your team is progressing. Can you talk a little bit about what you're seeing with your volleyball team at Cape this year?
Yeah. So since I've gotten down here, I've seen a huge interest jump in our middle school programs, both at Mariner and Beacon, and a lot of credit to both those coaches, Dion and Nicole.
Yeah,
they've done great jobs with those teams.
Yeah.
And so I think now going forward, we're getting more girls interested in volleyball at a younger age, where they're able to play year-round, if not just in the fall. And I think that's having a direct correlation to our success at the high school level. Similar to how field hockey and lacrosse girls and the boys as well get involved so young. We need that constant kind of coaching at that young age, kind of form them so that they're ready in high school to compete with the teams who are winning state championships every year.
Right.
So we're heading in the right direction. We've got a few more hurdles to get over, but it's really fun. I enjoy that challenge each year of not knowing what to expect.
Yeah, it's fun. We're all looking forward to seeing this season's successes. So thank you so much for watching Sodell Sports. I'm here with Tyler Coop today, and we are encouraging all kids to keep playing. Thanks.
And welcome back to Georgetown, ladies and gentlemen, where your score at the half, 3-3 between Sussex Central and Queen Anne's County, the Lions, and 2 field goals, and that's been kind of it. I'm here with Dave Frederick, and Dave, looking at the stats, a little bit about what pretty even game so far. Talk a little bit about what our stats say.
Well, Noah Simmons is the leading rusher for Sussex Central. He's at 6 carries for 40 yards. Queen Anne's with Hassan Biggis. He's had 2 big runs, but overall he's got 8 carries for 33 yards. Total yards for Queen Anne's at 102.71 for Sussex Central. No passing yards for Sussex Central. They're 0 for 2 on their attempts. Queen Anne's is 2 for 2 on theirs with 33 total yards. 8 first downs for Queen Anne's, 5 for Sussex Central, and 1 turnover apiece. Just a correction there. Number 18 is P.J. Stratton.
P.J. Stratton, okay.
And number 17 is Noah Simmons. Had a little error in our roster there. It's a little going to be a war of attrition here. I think it's probably going to come down to who can actually put it in the end zone and who can not make a turnover.
Or the big mistake.
And
we still, one of the things we talked about in the pregame that Sussex Central needs to do, playing a team this big, is the special team, a big special teams play, and we haven't seen that yet. And we might see it here because they're getting ready to return the ball here to start the second half.
Be interesting to see if they actually kick to them, give them a chance to run it back. Sussex Central appeared to really be in a groove there and running the tempo they wanted to, running the fullback lead in there, running blast in there, getting out on the ball, and then they just kind of shot themselves in the foot there and turned it over prior to being able to kick their own field goal and gave Queen Anne's a chance to kick a field goal right there in last play of the half.
And those stats brought to you by Arena's Deli. Arena's Deli, basically in Rehoboth, but they're all over the place now. They have a place in Milford, Georgetown, Longneck. Arena's Deli. I eat there, Dave. Yourself?
Yes, I do. We go to Arena's quite a bit. We get the nachos. I usually either get a Reuben or a Rockfish Reuben. Pint of something that I enjoy. And
I'm a Cajun chicken cheesesteak guy, and then I can't eat for days with the heartburn, but it's a good sandwich, trust me. Yep. Arena's Deli, also 5 points in Lewis. Your out-of-town scoreboard, Barclays Heating and Air, out-of-town scoreboard, a lot of scores here. Middletown leads William Penn 14-7. Salesianum leads Sussex Tech 2-0. St. Mark's all over Caravel 35-7. St. Mary's out of Annapolis leads Delmar 7-0. And at the half in the big game here in Delaware, Woodbridge leads Dover 21-7 at the half. Those scores brought to you by Barclays Heating and Air, your out-of-town scoreboard. And also thanks to Kristen Mitchell and Lewis updating us with those scores.
We got one college score to update too. Wesley playing tonight leads the College of New Jersey 34-0 with 6:35 left in the second quarter.
That's a big conference game there too, College of New Jersey. So Hens are home tomorrow. I'm not sure about the Hornets. The Hens have a 3:30 kickoff. Wesley playing tonight. So as the coaches make their way up the one ladder here. We got all kinds of things going on. We have Dog in here. We got all kinds of things going on here.
Got an official working the clock.
Coaches.
Got a line of coaches.
And down on the far end, we got Dave Marvel with the stats and Trey Mitchell on the camera. I'm Benny Mitchell. With me tonight is Dave Frederick. And his correction, all those, that's PJ Stratton or Philip Stratton. So we'll make sure we let Sussex Central know that their roster is incorrect because that's where we got it from. 3-3 as we head in here to the second half. Sussex Central will be taking the ball.
Rain seems to be holding off. It's still damp out there. It's slick, but it's not like it was there at the beginning of the game for the first few minutes.
So. Big night in the Henley Conference. This is a big game after last week's loss. Sometimes, when you're looking down the barrel of you still got Dover to play, you still got Smyrna to play, you still got Cesar Rodney. Your Sussex Central, your tournament might kind of start tonight. Because you might take an L down the road with some of these teams. I think if anybody can take Smyrna this year, I think it's these guys in blue right now.
I would agree. They're well coached. They're disciplined. They're the kind of team that can keep a fast action team like Smyrna off the field, which is what you need to do with those guys. And tonight they're hanging in there tonight.
And they're playing a much bigger team. Remember, at the end of the game tonight, folks, we will select a Louis Pizza player of the game. Dave, I know you've had a grinder before. Louis Pizza, 11 Rehoboth Avenue, just steps off the boardwalk.
Yep, I had a grinder last week. I'm going to have to admit that, Italian grinder.
And our pest of the game will select Active Pest Solutions, sponsors our pest of the game. Just that one guy that you just wish you could erase from the game, and we'll have that guy at the end of the night. So here we go, second half, ready to start. On the kick, I believe, is Richardson, correct?
That is correct.
Number 35 tees it up, back deep. So we have
looks like we got
number 2
Stratton back
Williams
there.
And Stratton, yeah. And the kick is off on the ground, and it's going to be picked up by number 15, Jeremiah Wilson. He's got some running room, breaks the tackle, but he's wrapped up about 3 Queen Anne Lions. Number 15 makes the final hit, and that's Zach Brown, the quarterback, making tackles on special teams.
We've got quarterbacks playing special teams on both sides of the ball here tonight.
We had that last week, too, between Del Mar and Cape and Lopin. Player of the game, A.J. Anslow, the Del Mar quarterback, made tackles on special teams and defense. And so here we go, folks. 1st and 10 for the Golden Knights at their own 43-yard line.
Good field position here to start this drive. Let's see if they can capitalize.
Double wing goes in motion, and it's going to be jet sweep. He's got to make a little turn into the backfield. He's got some running room. He's across the first down, and he breaks the jersey tackle. That's number 21, Tysier Shepard-Parker. Touchdown, no flags. Sussex Central goes up first play of the second half.
That's exactly how they drew it up.
Right, and that's what they call nighttime here. That's how they do it. They either get you at the end of the half or get you at the beginning of the next one. Sussex Central goes up 9-0.
Extra point pending.
11:33 to play in this third quarter. Severin Sam on the kick. Good snap, good hold. The kick is up. Good. Sussex Central leads 10-7. Folks, we're going to take a commercial timeout. We'll be right back.
The Hadley Group is your local real estate resource. Brian Hadley joined Patterson Schwartz & Associates in 2005. In 2013, Nicole Flora joined Brian, followed by Emma Burnett and Grant Jepp in 2014. That's when the Hadley Group was formed. Patterson Swartz Associates offer you exceptional knowledge of local market conditions and a commitment to represent you honestly and professionally. So for your next purchase or sale, think the Hadley Group. Visit our website at thehadleyGroupRE.com.
And welcome back to Sussex Central, ladies and gentlemen. 302 Sports, your Henley Conference Friday night game of the week. The Vikings strike quick on a 57-yard touchdown run by number 21, Tysier Shepard Parker. And he took that little bend into the backfield and then made that cut, and it was gone.
Yeah, they had one guy there that had a hand on him there. He did a little gallop step, and that was it.
So on to kickoff will be number 44, Samran Sam, who just kicked the extra point. Back deep. That's that big number 9, isn't it? Or is that a 1?
No, that's Charles K back there, looks like.
I wouldn't kick it to him either.
No, they look like they've got some dangerous guys back there. Let's see if Sussex Central sticks to what they've been doing and try to drop it in there in between the first two lines.
So here we go with 11:33 to play here in the third quarter. Sussex Central 10-3, and they're kicking off. And they do kick it deep. High in the air, inside the 10, takes it about the 8-yard line. And he's got a middle screen. That's nice number 5,
tackle.
big hit. Who was that? Number 12, Sean McGee. That is the little brother of the Barneses, the Barnes twins.
Well, he made a great play there because it looked like he had just a little crease there and was about ready to do some real damage.
Big hit, too. That little guy put a big hit on him. I believe he's I want to say a sophomore. Yes, sophomore. So here we go, 1st and 10 for Queen Anne's. They take over at their own 34-yard line.
Queen Anne still in that even front.
Muller goes in motion, and that looked like a second handoff there, wasn't it? So a fake to Muller and a handoff to the fullback Cruz, and he's going to pick up about 5 on the play, maybe 6.
Yeah, little handoff inside. They ran a lot of that in the first half and had some success with it.
Give him gain of 6 on the play. Brings up a 2nd and 4 for the Lions. And still in the game is number 15, the quarterback, Zach Brown. Queen Anne's breaks the huddle, comes to the ball. Brown in the shotgun with one back. And wing to the left, slot to the bottom of the screen. Muller goes in motion, and it's going to be the same play. And that's Cruz, number 25. He's got the first down. That's an SC Doyle, general contractor. First down. And same play twice in a row. No sense turning the page if it works.
Looks like both teams did a little analysis there at the half and went back to what they thought was going to work and paying attention to the little details and just trying to grind it out here.
Donovan Cruz, first 2 carries for the Lions here in the second half. He picks up a first down. And that's going to put the ball 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line. Queen Anne's comes to the ball, shotgun formation, slot to the top of the screen, wing to the bottom. Biggest comes in motion, fakes the Biggest, looks over the middle. Just at the feet of his intended receiver. I believe that's skin number 10. We're going to have a flag, late hit on the quarter, roughing the quarterback. And that was way late. That was number 9.
I couldn't see if that was. I could not see if that was a quarterback or just a finishing out his run there on the lineman.
The flag came out. They were already bringing the ball back. That's going to be Central's 2nd personal foul tonight. So that's SC Doyle, general contractor, first down. And again, that's the 3rd first down tonight on penalties for Queen Anne's. And it's the 2nd personal foul for Sussex Central. And it's something we talked about. This time it's not a drive killer, but now they're extending a drive.
Yeah, and you're adding 45 yards to their total offense.
1st and 10 inside the Sussex Central 40 at the 39. And it's going to be straight ahead with Cruz. And he's going to push the pile. He's going to get a pickup of about 3 on the play, bring up a 2nd and 6. So second, and actually we're going to call it gain of 3, call it 7. Delmar has tied it up down in Salisbury. They're playing at Salisbury University. 7-7 between Delmar and St. Mary's.
Mount Pleasant up on Dickinson, 17-0.
Upstate game for those of interest. Oh, wrapped up. Might get a yard. Definitely gets back to the original line of scrimmage. I couldn't tell if that was a broken play and he just didn't have enough time, or
that did not look right.
No, and Biggins was kind of like watching him.
Yes. Looked like he may have been on a different snap count there. Somebody was on a different snap count.
That's going to bring up a 3rd and 7 for Queen Anne's. Golden Knights, they let them drive all the way down inside the 1, and then a big stop.
Third down, 7. Shotgun.
Motion with Biggest, fakes the Biggest, 3-step drop. We got a flag on a play and a sack. Make sure I get the right number here as the sacker goes to the bottom of the pile.
It's going to look like a procedure penalty here on the Lions.
That looks like Barnes on the sack coming in off the edge. And they're right, it is a procedure. They are going to decline it. It's going to bring up a 4th down. That's one thing Central has done tonight. Both sides of the ball is they're setting the edge. You know, they're not letting those guys turn, and they're getting the turns themselves.
No question about it. They have really executed well. They've shot themselves in the foot here a little bit with some penalties, but overall, sticking to their game plan and right now ahead in the game.
Isaiah Barnes drops back to receive the punt. Short snap here for the Lions.
Interesting. Their punter's at about 10 yards.
Yeah. See if Central comes after that. And Barnes is going to field it at his own 4-yard line. And there's a flag on Saffold. There's a second flag. Both of them are clipped. Folks, this is coming back.
40, 30, 20, 10.
Oh, big block by number 7, Dominique Smith, but all for naught.
All for naught, and I got to tell you, I think both guys threw it on the same play, but that's a tough call.
On Saffold, he tried to pull up.
He did, and the kid was kind of, lost his footing there, so that's a really tough call right there.
I'm not so sure. I mean, he tries to pull. His hands even go up.
That's a tough call there. That's a tough call. Not sure I could be mad at him about that.
Yeah, no, he's smacking himself on the side of the helmet. That's the kid we talked about last night.
Yeah,
Javon Saffold. He's what's he going about now? They don't have to height. Well, he looks like he's going about 155, 160. 2 years ago, he was 3rd in the state at 106 pounds on the wrestling team. So
well, he's a football player. I can tell you that.
He came up through the Pop Warner system, and he's growing now. So here we go. That's going to be a half the distance to the goal. So Sussex Central, 1st and 10, backed up to their own goal line. Looks to be about maybe the 2 to 3. 7:48 to play here in the 3rd quarter. So the Knights break the huddle. Stratton in the backfield at the fullback, and it's going to be a fullback lead.
There's a big seam there. There you go.
And it's just about can he outrun. Oh, no, the big guy pulls him down. That was 23, Muller. Big play. Touchdown saving tackle by Muller. But Stratton picks up some big yards. That's the difference between the running back and the fullback.
No question about it. And that's the difference between running, a big play like that there and having to come back and get back into your offense.
There we go, 1st and 10. That's a S.E. Doyle General Contractor 1st down. Tell you what, S.E. Doyle getting their money's worth tonight as we move the chains up and down the field.
No question about it. Sussex Central again seems to be in a nice rhythm here.
And we have another flag on the play. Procedure on Sussex Central. I guess he must have been on the line. And it's going to back him up 5. both the ref and the player, I mean, you're asked to be punched out. You got to pay attention to whether the referee has it or not. And as a ref, don't you do a little bit of
little courtesy.
You
give him a little courtesy there. No question about it.
Players got to look over and see where he's at. And that was the only guy that moved was that the guy on the far side. So he must have been on the line. And he is on the line again this time. So single back in the backfield. This time we got a motion. And it's going to be the fullback up the middle. He's got some running room again. He's got the first down. Again, that is number 18, Stratton, with another SC Doyle. First down.
Sussex Central's playing the game they want to play. They're running their offense. They're running at these guys. They look like they've got some energy. Queen Anne's looks like they're getting a little tired up front there.
Well, the third quarter is where you win the close football games. Now you come out, who comes out at the half and can break away. So here to go first and 10 at the 37 of Queen Anne's for the Golden Knights.
Sussex Central on the left hash here, wondering if, they haven't run a ton of stuff to the wide side of the field tonight.
And here comes the motion back to the short side. It's Stratton up the middle again. Guard trap. And he's got another first down. First down, S&E Doyle, general contractor, first down.
Guard trap's one of those plays. It's really hard as you're prepping for Sussex Central during the week to replicate that as a scout team.
And we see here with Queen Anne's, they're doing a lot of switching around as they come out of the huddle. That doesn't give you a chance. Maybe if you can pinch those tackles, but they can't do it right now because they're just getting set. There goes Shepard in motion, and that's going to be Reed on the carry. As we look through this dirty window, I can tell if that was a 20 or 28.
That.
Pickup of 1 on the play, 2nd and 9.
Michael Glandon, again, he's doing a nice job tonight. They're not asking him to do too much, but he has done a great job leading this team tonight.
That was Zion Reed on the carry and at fullback. Motion coming to the short side, and that's going to be 21 Shepard Parker. And he pushes the pile again and pushes right back. That's going to be close to a Sussex Central first down.
Yeah, I think he's got the first down. That was fullback lead away from the motion there.
And, folks, we are in the red zone, brought to you by Lasher's Barbecue. And that's going to be a SC Doyle first down. Ball set at the 14. The Knights, after scoring on the first play of the half, now driving down the field from their own 2-yard line.
Yeah.
Oh, breaks it to the outside. And touchdown, number 2, Shaheem Williams on the 14-yard run. And the Knights go on top. Break that one down for us, Dave. A little bit of a buck sweep action.
Yeah, and they running it into the boundary there, but, fun, just a solid play. And again, getting the edge how they want to get it, getting the shoulders upfield, not wasting any time running toward the sideline, getting it upfield and running right to the flag there.
On the kick is Sam. Sam, the kicker. Good snap. Oh, the snap goes through the holder's hands, and he's going to be wrapped up. And no good. 16-3 for the Golden Knights, folks. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be right back with more third quarter action. Welcome back to 302 Sports, ladies and gentlemen. Ben Mitchell here with Dave Frederick. And Dave, St. Mary's goes back on top of Delmar, 14-7. That game being played at Salisbury University due to the field conditions. A little bit of rain in western Sussex this week, not so much in our area.
No, and I know earlier this week Milford was inundated with a some flash
Yes,
flooding.
they were.
And
I was in it.
just down in Lewis where I was, we got nothing. I was on the beach.
So here we go. On the kick is Sam. And now they're putting 3 guys back.
Let's see if they kick it.
Kicked it deep last time. Almost broke it. It was Sean McGee with the big hit. Sam on the kick. And this one's going on the ground. Bounces up into the hands of the receiver. And taken out by a host of nice. That's number 20 on the return, Tyler Seidel.
Did a nice job fielding that there, and Sussex Central's happy to keep them, just inside the 40 there rather than kick it to some of those big play guys back there.
All right, so if you're Coach Grafe right now, Dave, you got to score. You probably got to score this drive. You might have to open up the playbook a little bit and start throwing the ball vertical.
Yeah, and get your guys excited about coming off the ball and using your size to your advantage. Sussex Central right now seems to have a little bit more energy,
right,
and they seem to be doing what they do, which is getting their wing tee going and keeping you guessing and setting the tempo of the game.
Shotgun formation, fake handoff, draw up the middle. And he's going to pick up about 2 on the play. Tackle made by number 30, Katai Tilley.
Looked like quarterback run all the way there.
Right, I thought so.
Sussex Central was ready for that. That's gone for 8 or 9 yards a couple of times for them tonight. Not that time.
Queen Anne's hasn't run a sweep in a while, so I don't know if we're looking to set that up, or they've run that play 3-4 times this half already. Here we go, 2nd and 8.
Double slot.
Big fallback with the quarterback in the backfield. Muller goes in motion, and this time they hand off to Muller, and he's got nowhere to go. That's Barnes.
There it is, Barnes again. Kid's had a nice night so far tonight. That's a really nice tackle on a much bigger player.
He's sitting down there right now thinking, do I want pest of the game? Do I want player of the game? That's how he's playing right now. Isaiah Barnes with the tackle, loss of 1 on the play, and now he's going to look like he's going to drop back and play some safety. Now he's going to switch sides.
Yeah, they're in that 4-man front there, and they're playing games away from the 2 receiver side.
Oh, in and out of the hands.
In and out of the hands, and in and out, almost an interception right behind it.
At the half, over in Prince George's County, your Barclays Heating and Air out-of-town scoreboard. Suitland, 49, Cape Henlopen, 13. So Cape Henlopen making the ride all the way to Suitland. That was a game kind of like that last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, Suitland is a tough team. I was talking to some of their coaching staff this week about Suitland, that they knew they were going to have their hands full, and I think that Sam Jones was hurt in practice this week. I do not believe he played this evening.
We have flags we have 1 back here in the backfield, 2 down here. Barnes juggling the ball, so let's let the referees sort it all out. I was looking at them coming in 2-0 with 2 shutouts, so at least the Vikings get on the board. I think JD will be happy when he can make his own schedule.
No question about it. Cape's young. They've got some good young freshmen coming in this year. JD's he's going to do a nice job there.
Right, absolutely. It's just a matter of they got to learn his system, and his system, I think, is one that when you coach with Coach Glenn, that's his system. And now he's bringing it back, getting away from the wing tee. Cape has been running the past few years, and running that full house backfield.
And similar philosophy, to what Sussex Central wants to do. They want to line up against you and control the clock and run the ball.
So it looks like we're going to pick up 2 flags down here and re-kick maybe.
Looks like we're going to redo the 4th down.
That's what we're going to do. We're going to redo the 4th down. 16-3, Sussex Central leads with 3:09 left in the 3rd quarter. And while we got the break, our Juwan Johnson State Farm trivia question. Georgetown High School and Millsboro High School consolidated in 1969 to become Sussex Central High School and kept Georgetown's Golden Knight mascot. What was the Millsboro's mascot? Again, Georgetown, as we get the punt away. The short question is, what was Millsboro High School's mascot? We'll have the answer for you at the start of the fourth quarter in the Juwan Johnson State Farm trivia question. So Sussex Central will take over 1st and 10 off the punt.
See if Sussex Central can take another long drive on them here. They over the last couple of drives, they seem to be just kind of wearing them down and finding bigger and bigger seams in there and breaking off bigger gains on some basic running plays.
So the Knights break the huddle ball at their own 25-yard line. They lead 16-3. And like you said, they're just getting things going. And let's see if they cap off a third straight series with a score.
They're sweep.
And he is wrapped up in the backfield. Death grip on the jersey. That was Mueller on the tackle.
Williams
with
on
help.
the carry.
Right. Number 22 also in on that tackle, Daryl Inzer. He's a big boy.
They are big. I was walking in at the same time as these guys, and to a player, that is a big team.
2nd and 9, gain of 1 on the play for Williams. Central's got a lot of backs. We've seen a lot of guys touching the ball tonight.
A lot of guys playing their role. Guys are blocking. Guys are carrying the ball. That's what you got to do in the wing T.
And here comes a tall sweep. And again, death grip on the shirt and going to make the tackle. That's number 61 on the tackle. With help, that's Asa Paramore. Starting to see, we talked about it in the third quarter, defensively now, Queen Anne's starting to slow down a little bit. Starting to see some hands on hips, getting a little tired here. Gain of 2 on the play brings up a 3rd and 7.
No question about it. They are big in there in the middle. They got the nose covered and 2 big tackles in there.
Slot to the bottom of the screen. And it's going to be a rollout with the backup quarterback. Got a man open and off the fingertips of Barnes. That's going to bring up a 4th down.
Not a bad job there. He had a little pressure on him, forced him to get rid of that ball before he could get his shoulders all the way turned around. Still a pretty good ball. Pretty good ball.
A little waggle play there. And one thing about the waggle is unless you can hit that drag tight end on the backside, it's everything. They had that covered. Only had 2 guys to cover over there. So 4th and 7 on the punt is number 9, Kasim Lewis. Nice snap. And end-over-end kick. And it's away from the receiver. It's going to bounce and roll to about the 21 where he's going to pick it up. And he's got a Waller there, but wrapped up by number 7, Dominique Smith. That was number 10, Anthony Holloway on the return. And taking over on the punt. Queen Anne's Lions have it in midfield, so they have good field position. And with, what we got, minute 27 left to play.
Yep, down 2 scores there. Minute 27 left in the third.
They score here on this drive. They're right back in it. First and 10 at their own 47-yard line. Queen Anne's quarterback goes back under center with a double wing and a split end to the far side. And
they go with.
That's Biggest. Yeah, Biggest there. He kind of danced, got squared, but it was too late. There was 3 Central defenders there to make the tackle.
They're making a concerted effort to get multiple people to him when he gets the ball, right. And he is having a hard time getting going tonight. He's obviously a really talented player.
Well, the Knights have shut down the middle, and they've been setting the edge all night except that first drive. Since then, they've made the adjustments, and they're just not letting anybody outside. Number 7 on the far side, Smith, and Saffold on this side. Just not letting anybody around them.
Kasim Lewis back in there on the D-line.
Mueller goes in motion, and it's going to be a little inside handoff there. And Biggest going to have the first down. We call that counter crisscross in the wing, too.
Yeah, I would say that. We had a little counter crisscross look to it. We have not seen that very much tonight. Looked like they've been waiting to set that up.
It seemed like they faked it maybe a couple times. Remember once we had them where they bumped into each other in the backfield. But that's an S.C. Doyle first down. And they have the ball in Sussex Central territory. 1st and 10 at the Central 42. So Queen Anne's starting to mount a drive here, mount a little comeback.
Queen Anne's digging deep here.
Back to the shotgun. And that's a handoff to Moeller. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage, but he pulls ahead and picks up about 5 on the play. 2nd and 5. Nice run there by Moeller.
Yeah, Queen Anne's is getting a push up front there. The backs are getting up in behind them, and they're just keeping it simple. Looks like they tighten their splits up a little bit and trying to push the ball up in there.
And that's going to bring us to the end of the 4th quarter. Your score here, Sussex Central 16, Queen Anne's County 3. Folks, we'll be right back with 4th quarter action and the answer to the trivia question.
Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvements' pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens, and bathrooms. Want a professional, no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust.
And welcome back to Sussex Central High School, folks. We're at the Castle. And, Dave, we talked about it on the break. Queen Anne's, I just kind of feel the defense just needs a little rest, and the offense right now might be giving it to them.
Yeah, the offense looks like they've got a little spark, and they're getting back to basics and trying to take a drive here. They're sticking to what they know. They don't appear to be in panic mode. They got 12 minutes left to go. They score here in the next couple minutes. They can make this a game.
So 2nd and 4. He got a ball out to, in and out of the hands of Mueller. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 4.
Nice ball by that quarterback. It was a nice route. He had room there. He just was turned to get upfield before he actually tucked that thing in.
3rd and 4 for the Lions. You know, if they can score here, Dave, the defense is rested, get a stop, and they get you in a position to steal this game with the missed extra point.
Yep.
The press box didn't like that.
No, the hometown press box did not like that.
I don't want to hear that.
That possibility.
They want to hear stop right here on 3rd and 4, right? So here we go, 3rd and it's called 3rd and 5.
He might sick that dog on you if you're not careful.
And that's going to be Cruz
nice
off the right
tackle.
side.
Nice
tackle. Who was that?
in there. Number 99 in
that's
there.
Copes. He's made several tackles tonight. Number 99, Malik Copes. I believe he's a senior. Yes, he is.
4th down. What do you do here?
You got to go for it. It's the beginning of the 4th quarter. You got to go for it. You're in after 35-yard line. 4th and call it 4th and 3, 4th and 4. Somewhere with Cruz running straight ahead, but in this formation, he's got to run sideways.
No question about it, unless they bring some motion here.
They're going to throw the ball. Oh, it's out of his hands. Ball's down, but I think the quarterback gets it back. It's 4th down.
Doesn't really matter.
Turnover on downs. The Golden Knights have it, where they'll be 1st and 10 at their own 39.
The good news is it doesn't matter, and this is not the NFL. We're not going to watch that review for 10 minutes.
And here's your answer to the trivia question. Georgetown High School and Millsboro High School consolidated in 1969 to become Sussex Central High School and kept Georgetown's Golden Knight mascot. What was the Millsboro mascot? Central people don't know, no? Nope. The Blue Devils. The Millsboro Blue Devils. So here we go, 1st and 10 for the Golden Knights at their own 40. That was your Juwan Johnson State Farm trivia question. Handoff on the right side. That's Stratton again. He's going to pick up about 6 on the play.
There they go.
2nd and 4, yeah.
Fullback lead running in there. Good tempo again, coming off the ball. Sussex Central's looking to take a drive here and try to make this game a lot tougher for Queen Anne's to come back in.
2nd and 4, and Queen Anne's they got their rest, so now let's see if they can take advantage of it and get a stop. But that's not a way to get started. Woodbridge 21, Dover 14 on your Barclay Heating and Air out-of-town scoreboard. That game tightening up. That's a first down for the Golden Knights. That's number 21, Shepard Parker. And that's another S.E. Doyle first down. I believe in my picks, I picked Woodbridge by 1. So tightening up. Dover just a dangerous, dangerous team. Always have been.
No question about it.
1st and 10 at the Queen Anne's 49 for Sussex Central. And that's going to be number 2, Williams on the carry.
That's a big play.
And breaks one tackle. Oh, that's up the middle again. That's Shepard Parker.
Sussex Central alternating here, leading with the halfback with the fullback following, and leading with the fullback and the halfback following, and doing what they like to do, which is control the tempo of the game and move the chains.
Yeah, that brings us to another Lasher's Barbecue red zone. And I believe Lasher's Barbecue big man, number 66, Hiram Lasher, playing left tackle here right now and helping move this Sussex Central team down the field. 2nd and 1.
Guard trap.
Guard trap. Oh, stop by number 61. That's Asa Paramore. A couple times we called his name tonight.
He did a nice job stuffing that in there.
It's going to bring up a 3rd and inches. Yeah, this central line may not be as big as Queen Anne's, but they are very athletic.
And they are very well coached, you can tell. They've got great technique. They've got great initial steps coming off the ball. And they're taking great angles on these guys.
3rd and inches. A little wishbone backfield. And that's going to be a first down. Number 2, Williams. Did you see who was the lead blocker on that play? Number 9, Kasim Lewis. So now coming on the other side of the ball.
Yeah, he's having a nice game. You see him listed there as a running back. And he's a good guy to run behind in there. I'm still impressed with the way Sussex Central is able to come off the ball in there against the size of this Queen Anne's team, because it takes good technique and a lot of strength to dig those big guys out of there like they are.
And that's another S.E. Doyle first down. And we're in the Lasher Barbecue red zone, and they're going to stick right with it with the wishbone formation.
He jumped in there. Yes, he did. 77 moved.
All sides on defense. That's going to move it up 5 more. Fourth quarter action here, folks. Sussex Central leads 16-3. And first and 5.
Sussex Central showing the double tight bone formation there.
Oh, hit in the backfield, breaks a tackle, breaks a second one, and 3rd and 4th guy wrap him up. But he's going to pick up.
Excellent effort. He got 4 or 5 yards there on what looked like was going to be
nothing
for nothing. That's right.
2nd and 2 for the Knights in the red zone. It's crazy in Salisbury, 14-14 with Del Mar and St. Mary's.
St. Mary's is a good athletics school known for their athletics. I know they've got a really good women's lacrosse team over there.
And they were their only team last year to beat Del Mar. And Dave, you're a big lacrosse guy. Queen Anne's, this is a lacrosse hotbed.
No question about it. Their girls are very tough. Very tough. Really tough place to play. Go over there and play them.
And that's going to be a handoff to Williams. Looking for room on the left side. And he's down near the goal line, but he's going to be short. Maybe about the 2, maybe?
Williams, an excellent job accelerating through the hole there.
That's enough for an S.C. Doyle. General contractor, first down. Set the ball back to 4, maybe the 3. Tough angle from the press box here. I'm going to call it the 4. First and goal for the Golden Knights.
And Sussex Central still in the double tight wishbone.
6:22 to play. And that's going to be a handoff to.
And he walked in. 20.
That is Zion Reed, one of our players to watch. Sussex Central scores.
Guys quietly had a real good game on both sides of the ball tonight.
Right. Central has scored with 3 different guys. With 6:09 left to play here. It's going to make it tough to pick a player of the game, but 3 different guys, 3 different touches, and I guess we're going to have to wait till the stats come in at the end of the game.
Looks like Sussex Central's going to go for 2 here.
Make up for the missed extra point.
Back in the bone.
There's Reed again. Finds some running him off the right side. He's good. 24-3 for the Golden Knights.
Sussex Central basically ran the last half of that drive out of the double tight bone formation with a 1 play and its mirror to the other side.
So, folks, we're going to take a quick timeout, and we come back. Your score, Sussex Central 24, Queen Anne's 3. We'll be right back.
Finance in 2002 as a mortgage consultant. Since 2002, Brian has helped over 1,000 homebuyers achieve their dreams of owning a home. Brian's knowledge of current market conditions and his detailed evaluation of buyers' finances ensures that each buyer will receive the best mortgage to fit their needs. Brian is often commended on how efficient and effortless he makes the mortgage process for everyone from first-time homebuyers to investors to experienced buyers. For the loan that fits you, contact Brian today.
Welcome back to Georgetown, folks. Benny Mitchell here with Dave Frederick. Trey Mitchell on the camera. Dave Marvel on the stats. Chris Mitchell at home giving us the scores, and our producer, Nick Halliday, president and CEO of 302 Sports. And I have to say, Dave, the turf is still holding up, with this tonight's weather. So, brand new Bermuda grass here at Sussex Central.
Still looking good.
Severance Sam on the kick. And he's going to kick a line drive right at number 77, Anthony D'Angelo. Tackle made by Jovan Saffold. He just went after the big man.
Yeah, he really did. I tell you, the big man, maybe he's a basketball player. He had some good hands and
right.
Light on his feet there.
So 1st and 10 for the Lions at their own 38-yard line. 6:04 to play in the game. Sussex Central leads 24-3. Folks, at the end of the game, we'll come back. We'll wrap up the Sodell postgame show with the Arena Deli stats. And he's looking for a slant. He's got the man. That's Mookie Jones, first down.
Xavier Jones there. That was, really nice slant and really nice catch, run after. Jones is down.
So, folks, we're going to take a quick timeout with the injury. We'll be right back.
We hope it's not serious.
Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts.
And I'm Danae from Matt's Fish Camp.
Come check us out.
Matt's Fish Camp is the small local fish joint with 2 locations on Coastal Highway in North Bethany Beach and Lewis, where we serve up traditional coastal fare and a casual atmosphere with house specialties like colossal crab cakes, lobster rolls, and fried Ipswich clams, along with crowd pleasers like fish and chips, fried shrimp, and a daily selection of fresh caught fish. Matt's Fish Camp, serving up lunch and dinner 7 days a week, all year.
Locations in Bethany Beach and Lewis, Delaware. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts.
And I'm Danae from Matt's Fish Camp.
Come check us out.
Matt's Fish Camp is the small local fish joint with 2 locations on Coastal Highway in North Bethany Beach and Lewis, where we serve up traditional coastal fare and a casual atmosphere with house specialties like colossal crab cakes.
And welcome back, 24-3. Looks like just a cramp as they, if it's not, I'll be swinging at the trainer because he's moving that leg all around.
Yeah, it looks like he's stretching that calf out there.
24-3, 5:57 to go in the game. Sussex Central. As you said, you got the update. The Markley Heating and Air out of town scoreboard 21 in Dover. So Woodbridge, it's kind of a win-win game no matter what. And they're making a contest out of it. Jamon Kane versus Javon Peace. That's got to be a heck of a. I have to go to Huddle and watch some game film on that. It has to be fun to watch.
No question about it. Looks like Dover's had a couple big runs over 60 yards in this game.
And it looks that's the cramp walk. Looks like. Can't quite bend it. Can't quite straighten it out. And that's number 7.
It is painful.
Mookie Jones walking off with a little help from his coaches.
Yeah, I think he's their go-to guy on the receiving end of things.
6'1", 170 junior.
Another big kid.
Central's going to have to put up with him next year when they head to Centerville.
And he looks bigger than 170 to me.
He does. 1st and 10 for the Lions. Brown in the shotgun. Takes a snap, 3-step drop, looks, overthrows. Saffold just didn't see it coming. Never realized, Dave, from here, when they don't grow corn, that's 113 we're looking at out there.
Yeah, I saw some lights flashing. I thought it was a crop duster for a minute.
Yeah, usually they grow corn over here, and it's high. You don't see it. This year it looks like beans. So that's your agricultural update. I just kept seeing a lot of lights going. I'm trying to figure out where it was at. 2nd and 10 for Queen Anne's. He's going to go under center this time. Muller comes in motion, goes deep into the motion, and it's going to be counter. Biggest has some running room, steps out of a tackle, and then a whole bunch of Knights wrap him up. Gain of 5 on the play, brings up 3rd and 5.
That play's taking too long for what Sussex Central's defensive line is doing up there. They were lucky to get that to make that exchange. Biggest made a nice play to get anything out of that, but they got way too much penetration up there for that to happen.
He slide steps well. He slid step for a couple yards. He just never was able to get his shoulders turned. He gets his shoulders turned in that hole, it's trouble. But Central doing a good job of just keeping these guys boxed in, not letting them square up. Shotgun formation with Brown. Muller
Looks
comes
like
in
they
motion.
may bring a blitz here.
And that's the quarterback keeper. And he's going to be close to a 1st down. Brown's a good runner. I think he darts in that hole.
No question. He's had a good game tonight. Came in late in the half, and he stayed in.
Oh, St. Mary's kicks a field goal on the college field post. They're up 17-14 over Delmar. The one thing about when you go to play these colleges, these are narrower goalposts. 4th and 1. Big play here for the Lions. 4:27 to go in the game. They trail 24-3. They're in a must-score situation. This is a must-have down. And bunch formation here on the left side.
No question.
And they
trading
bring
the end over. They look kind of confused about what they're doing here.
And it's going to be Muller. That might be a face mask. No call.
They did not see it, and I don't think that's going to turn.
No.
That's going to be turnover on downs.
Sussex Central football.
Yeah.
4:03. So legal procedure penalty. That's going to be the Golden Knights ball. So that's 2 big stands for the Golden Knights on a 4th and short.
No question about it. They really have had the proverbial bend but don't break defense tonight, giving up only 3 points to this Queen Anne's team that is
big and athletic.
Big and athletic running backs and bigger people up front blocking for them.
So here come the Golden Knights at their own 40, 1st and 10.
Looks like they're bringing in a
new quarterback, number 19, who I do not have a number for. name for? Samir Gardner. We're getting from the public address announcer. A lot of new uniforms coming on the field. But same style.
Wow.
Oh, that's number 3, Javon Toppin. He's a former Rehoboth Elementary kid, I think.
Yeah, I do believe I had some of his brothers.
All right. That's a S&E Doyle first down.
Junior with a nice run there coming in off the bench. Sussex Central's deep at running back.
They are. Toppin, a junior.
Lewis in at fullback.
Oh, he's going to get the hand. He's just going to take it from him.
Oh, my.
He's a stiff arm away from a touchdown. I think somebody just wrapped up player of the game. Kasim Lewis has been a bull on both sides of the ball. 45-yard touchdown run.
There was a little bit of a hiccup with the exchange there.
Well, he just took it from him.
Yeah, and he overcame that for sure. He ran through everybody that needed to be run through.
Kasim Lewis on the touchdown. On the kick is Sam. Public address. Having a good time with the nail. High snap. He gets it down. The kick is up.
Oh, that's a nice kick.
That's good. 31-3. Golden Knights take the lead. With 3:26 left, so they start thinking player of the game, start thinking pest of the game, because coming back into the post-game show, we'll announce it.
Yeah, I'm thinking
Lewis
my former student Kasim Lewis is in the running for one of those things.
Absolutely.
For sure.
And your player of the game is brought to you by Louie's Pizza, home of the grinder, 11 Rehoboth Avenue, Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. And your pest of the game brought to you by Active Pest Solutions. So back to football, Sussex Central with a 31-3 lead. And Dave, I didn't see this coming.
I did not see this coming. If you asked me, and we talked about it before the game started, I thought, based on their size and athleticism, that
touchdown maybe 2.
Yeah. And that Queen Anne's was going to be in this game. A little strange that, that Queen Anne's would have a loss to Cambridge coming in and be at 1-1.
Central came out first play of the second half, scored that big touchdown.
They really set the tone,
and then the big drive, and that just that just changed everything in this game.
They made some mistakes, but really they overcame them.
Right,
and as a coach, you look at that and know that if you can eliminate the things where you're hurting yourself, you can be a really good team.
So this time he kicks it deep, taking it at about the 10-yard line. Oh,
nice tackle.
Another big hit. That was number 3 on the run. Troy Wilson.
15 on the tackle. Jeremiah Wilson. Freshman. That's a big hit for a freshman there.
And now looks to make some changes on the defense here with 3:16 to play. This is a win that Sussex Central needs, because they have Caravel. That's a Division II team. They got to get this D1 win. I'm pretty sure Queen Anne's would probably be D1 size. They're a 2A school in Maryland.
Yeah, 2A, 3A school. I think that they are a will count for a Division I team, and now you root for them. You want to see them at plus. You want to see them at 700 if you can.
Yeah. And drops back a pass. Has a man open down the sideline. Just overthrows number 23, Mueller. McGee on the coverage. Now, one thing that Central may want to go back and look at that game film. Mueller had a step on. Saffold never really went over with any help. He just kind of played center field with nobody around. And
yeah, you want to be looking for that deep ball now. And it seems like this game is pretty well out of reach, but we don't want to give up a lazy one here.
Here's another one that surprised me. At the end of the third quarter, Slay-Zanham 2, Sussex Tech 0. No offense in that game.
That is Very interesting.
And that's Muller, fakes the hand, fakes the reverse. Tackle made by number 20, Zion Reed. He's going to pick up 4 on the play, bring up a 3rd and 6. 2:59 to play here in the game. I'd like to thank everybody for joining us tonight here on 302 Sports. Benny Mitchell here with Dave Frederick. Queen Anne's comes to the ball, 3rd and 6. Shotgun formation. High snap, pulls it down. Muller bobbles it, and that copes.
He's down there.
He's down by contact. That's number 13, Tyrell Wickey.
We're at 2 minutes and 22 seconds here. This game's pretty much out of reach.
Yeah. And Sussex Central's going to take over on the fumbles. That's another turnover for Queen Anne's. Turnover is not really, they've had 2 of them in the game. It's not been a big issue, but that one puts the nail in the coffin.
No question about it.
2:22 to play. Sussex Central's going to take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line. And again, some more. They got so many guys at running back, they have to start bringing starters back there. Because that was 18 Stratton and a fullback. And that's on the carry.
Did a nice job of staying in bounds there and keep the clock moving.
That's 15, Jeremiah Wilson on the carry.
That kid's a freshman.
Yeah.
He's a good-looking freshman there. They are really deep in running back.
Yeah, exchange your guards every 2 years, exchange your linebackers every 2 years. Keep that running back train going. That's why they're a perennial state tournament team. Lost last year to William Penn in the 1st round.
He moved in there.
Procedure. And that's going to be number 3 on the carry, Toppin, but probably won't take that penalty.
You think maybe late in the game the ref would look the other way on that one.
And a flag. Something said, done.
Yeah, you hate to see something silly happen at the end of a game when the outcome's no longer in question.
That flag went so high you had to fair catch it on the way down. So that was something a referee didn't like. Minute 33 to go here. Checking in number 16, Dorian Armstrong, sophomore. So John Wells getting some of his younger guys in the game, getting them some varsity action. It's going to go against Sussex Central. Personal foul. It's their 4th personal foul of the game. Can't do that against a Smyrna or Cesar Rodney or Dover.
Yeah. Definitely be a point of focus, as a coach. You have a good win, convincing win.
Right.
You need a point of focus going into the following week, stuff to get better at, and that's something they can work on.
So, second and 31. What do you got in your 2nd and 31 playbook, Dave?
Guard trap. I'm going with guard trap.
Minute 25 and running. Yep, it's going to be a little off tackle with number 15, Wilson.
Taking down to a minute, 3rd down here.
And Sussex Central looking to run out the clock here. 45 seconds and counting when they come to the ball. 3rd and a mile. And that's going to be a handoff to 22, Jaden Savage.
And they're not going to have to run another play.
Yep, that's going to be it. Under 30 seconds to go when they set the ball. So the Sussex Central Golden Knights are going to improve to 1-1 with a 31-3 victory over Queen Anne's County Lions out of Centerville, Maryland. And a game that was 3-3 at the half, and just Central came out and
They did what they like to do.
In the second half, yeah.
They did what they like to do. They got their wing tee cranking. They set the tempo. They came off the ball and took some nice drives.
Folks, we're going to take a commercial timeout. We'll be right back. Well, you know what that means, Dave. When they answer all over the screen, that means it's time for our Active Pest Solutions Pest of the Game. Who is our Pest of the Game?
Our Pest of the Game is number 24, Isaiah Barnes. He came up big tonight. He was all over the field, both sides of the ball, special teams, interceptions, big tackles, filling the alley at safety, setting the tone and, stepping in when, they had another two-way player that we mentioned at the beginning who wasn't able to play.
Right, absolutely. So that was your Active Pest Solutions Pest of the Game, Isaiah Barnes, number 24. And our Louis Pizza Player of the Game. Boy, he nailed it at the end. We talked about him on defense all game long. He was just a man in the middle, and then he became a man in the middle of the offense. Kasim Lewis, number 9, your Louis Pizza Player of the Game. We got some post-game stats brought to you by Arena's Deli. And, even up stats coming into the halftime, Dave, but, wow, Sussex Central took over. No passing yards tonight, 220 yards on the ground.
220 yards on the ground. I'd be curious to see how many total carries they had. I want to say they probably averaged 4 to 6 yards per carry. They softened them up there in the second half, playing against a much bigger front.
And even when the game was a game, 6 guys were touching the ball.
Yeah.
So they were using that backfield. Queen Anne's, not a bad performance themselves coming out here. 169 total yards, 122 of them on the ground, 47 in the air. The big thing, 3 turnovers for Queen Anne's.
3 turnovers, and I think, you can't put enough emphasis on that first stop Sussex Central was able to get. Queen Anne's ate up basically the whole first quarter, and then they were stopped there on the 2-yard line. That's a lot of work to do for no points.
Absolutely. And remember, at the half, Sussex Central had 71 yards, 220 in the second half. Your stats brought to you by Arena's Deli, added up for you by Dave Marvel. So this week, Sussex Central, they go to 1-1, and they're going to be playing Caravel next week. Division II game. That's going to be a must-win game because it's Division II.
No question about it. Looked like Caravel earlier was having some trouble earlier tonight. I think they were playing St. Mark. So, but Caravel on the road, tough place to play. I don't know much about them. This was a big win for Sussex Central. You put this game on your schedule because it can give you some Division I points. You also put it on your schedule knowing you might not win it.
Right.
And they won it.
Queen Anne's falls to 1-2. I believe they beat Easton, who gave Parkside all kinds of trouble last night. So Queen Anne's has got a tough road to hoe here in the 2A system over there in Maryland. Not sure who they play next week. It'll be they don't get a lot of these out-of-state games because their conference is so big. But Queen Anne's, they fall to 1-2. But that team, they could easily be 7-3. You know, they still got North Carolina, who's a big team, big game down there for them. But fine performance, great first half. It's just Central came out and set the tone at the start of the third quarter.
Yeah, I give a lot of credit to them. You know, been there for some halftime adjustments in the locker room, and it looked like they knew what they wanted to do. And I've said it, you know, I'll say it again. They came out and got in the tempo they like to get in. They like to run it in between the tackles at a fast clip and rotate those backs in there. And they have some versatile deep backfield guys that block for each other and guys that can carry the ball and a couple of guys that can rip off big plays, which is what you need.
All right, Dave, thanks a lot for your maiden voyage here on 302. I got you back for 3 more games this year and enjoyed your color commentary and your insight to the game. And, folks, thank you for joining us here on 302 Sport. Next week we have Woodbridge Blue Raiders and the Laurel Bulldogs. Last time we checked the score, Dover's up 28-21 over Woodbridge. So big game next week in the Henlopen South. Laurel playing tomorrow up at Milford against St. Elizabeth, a Marvin Dooley team. And Marvin Dooley, one of the top coaches in the state of Delaware. So for Dave Marvel, Trey Mitchell, Chris Mitchell, Nick Halliday, and Dave Frederick, I'm Benny Mitchell. Thank you for joining us tonight, and see you next week.